As you can see, we have some of the other life members of Midwest standing here. It's great to have you fellas here, and hope you're having a very enjoyable day. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to be able to present Fred with this life membership. As you probably know by the budget, 5 years as a delegate, 10 years as a coach, 5 years as an A-grade player, a couple of years as Midwest selector, and 4 years as the inaugural Midwest president. Period of from 1960 through to 1991 when Fred left us. But figures sort of don't tell a lot. We had a reunion last night of the old
push to the awards.
Yep. And I think something that's come out of that was Fred's.
So who we got marking the match?
To the league as coach. And most people there said he was the best coach on our peninsula in that era.
Sorry?
Gary Owen.
He's been a tireless worker for Lee Hunt and the Midwest.
Gary Owen Flowers.
Like
Right, yeah. Can't read that writing.
Gary Owen Flowers.
Wudinna's News Agency is the goal of the match. Wudinna News Agency Hardware. Team man of the match, best team man Pringle's Garage, and player of the match WCT Wudinna.
Yep. B-grade result, a premiership heading its way to Streaky Bay. They took out the B-grade quite comfortably in the end, 27-127 to Elliston 9-7-61. The balloons being released on the ground. It is a big occasion here for both clubs. As we mentioned earlier, both of these clubs seeking to create history with the win. Elliston, as you said, Rupert, yet to win a premiership, and the township of Elliston would be jumping. Someone said a week before, but well, it could well be jumping well until the next football season, I would think.
I reckon that'll be right, Tony.
All right, Elliston out on the ground. They're obviously pretty pumped up and ready for this. Just going through the awards now for the B grade, and the Wirrulla team just about to come onto the ground now. They're massing to head through the run through, and out they come now, being led onto the ground by Peter Gunn, breaking through the run through. And gee whiz, I see what you mean about Glenn Kell. She's huge.
You're dead right there.
For those people listening in cars around the ground, the changes from the 21 that have been named in the budget for Elliston, you can take out number 57 Ian Slater, who played in
the reserves, yes.
In the reserves, and for Wirrulla you can take out number 19 Barry Dunnett, who won't be taking his part for Wirrulla. And just Ian, you've had the glasses up. Have you had a look at Sean Humby? How's he moving?
He looks to be moving quite well, actually. When he ran out, he looked a little bit lethargic, but he seems to be moving quite well out there. Well, the big thing we're talking about too is that if Wirrulla do jump them, I think the big thing for Elliston not to do is to panic and say, you know, we're going to blow this, guys. They've just got to keep playing their game plan that I'm sure Ian Wilmot's got set out for them, and just keep building on that as it goes along.
Paul Agars and Rick Newchurch to the bench for Wirrulla. Prepared to start the 1995 Midwest Grand Final. Ruckman to go at it. Michael Baldock doing battle for Wirrulla. There's the bounce, favours Elliston. They get the ball down to ground. Humby can't get it away. He's besieged by the Wirrulla players. Locked in, whistle on play, and we'll have a bounce inside the first 30 seconds of the 1995 Midwest Grand Final. There's the bounce. Neither ruckman can get it down out of the centre. Quick kick forward there by Kim Newton towards centre half forward, and Elliston have the mark at centre half forward through Bobby Thompson. Should go long looking for Newton. There's the short pass, a lovely kick. Oh, out on the lead was Newton, unable to take it. Cleverly gets it on the second occasion. Chip into the goal square. That's magnificent play.
Right, a brilliant kick to position into the square. Didn't look to kick the goal, Tony. Just put it right in there, and Nicky Paul took a good mark right in front of the umpire's going to put him on a bit of an angle, but should kick this from about 3 metres out. Lines it up now, and he's put the first goal on the board for Elliston, and it was very good play from the Elliston. They used the ball well. Newton did drop the mark, but recovered very quickly, and a beautiful kick into the square, Tony.
Yeah, gee, Rupert, their kick into position absolutely fantastic in that little exchange.
That's dead right. That was well done.
Been one of their features all year, the use of the ball, obviously, to each player as they go down the ground.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Johnny Newton doesn't always kick the goals, but boy, he gives a lot away as well as what he kicks as well.
Well, that's the value of a good full forward that can do those sort of things for you.
1 goal straight, 6 plays, no score. Elliston lead it on the Woolworths Port Lincoln scoreboard. There's the bounce to restart proceedings. Ball comes down to ground. Quickly onto it now, Wirrulla. They'll get out of it here through Great Batch, who goes up towards half forward. No one can take the mark for Wirrulla, and Elliston should come out of trouble here. Close to the boundary line. I think the boundary line might win. It does, as it's seen over that line by Jamie Tomney for Elliston. Kim Newton was in there as well. Darryl Dunnett wearing the helmet, as he did in the Far West League last year. There's the bounce. Ball comes out towards Tomney. He slaps it further afield and again finds the boundary line for a boundary throw-in.
And it's out of bounds on the right of our commentary spot here. Slightly in attack for Elliston. The ruckman go at it now. Tom Phelps. No, play on because the umpire blew his whistle, and Phelps has knocked it straight out of bounds. I think the umpire threw everyone off them with blowing his whistle. Everyone looked at him. They didn't have a clue. It's thrown in now. Phelps up again. Wins the knock. Pushes it forward. Wirrulla take possession. Handball. Oh, he's gone for the ball. That's got to be a throw. Umpire Newton gets the ball, loses it, falls on top of it again, over the top. Umpire's letting the play go. It's in a scramble there again. Wirrulla can't get it. Humby's in there, strongly tackled again, and the umpire decides to have a bounce. Newton and Peter Gum there having a bit of a hello to each other. Umpire bounces the ball, centre wing. Ball. Phelps goes up again, wins the tap again, but straight to Wirrulla player there. Oh, that's around the neck, umpire, and he's definitely seen that one. And it's Barrett. Barrett's going to get the kick now. Yes, he's given the ball back. Barrett's about to put the ball forward, goes for a short pass, kicks into Kim Newton. It's not far enough, lad. And it's taken out of bounds.
That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Kim Newton smothered the ball. He's standing on the mark. He was 1.5 metres away, and then he tried to claim the mark.
It wasn't quite long enough, I don't think. Anyway, the ball's thrown in. Phelps goes at it again. The ball comes down. Humby's in there battling. Newton again. Well done. Gets rid of the ball. Gets it on. And Elliston come out of it again. A left foot quick kick there. And it's short. No, that was Tomney. Stewart got one. No, the
free kick to Wirrulla.
Wirrulla player's got a free kick there, cop one high. And it's Joe Smith. Joe Smith about to take the kick for Wirrulla. Joe Smith comes out on the left foot, kicks it out to centre wing. Oh, the Elliston player couldn't hold the mark and it goes out of bounds. That was young Nigel Kelly, couldn't quite hold that one. Waiting for the boundary umpire now to throw the ball in. Ball's thrown in. Phelps again wins the tap. He's doing very well. Jamie Tomney attacks the ball. Well tackled there, bumped off the ball by March. March is then taken out of it again. Elliston player, it's Joe Smith again, comes through onto that left foot. Kicks it out there. The Elliston player's in front, leading to the ball and pushes the ball out of bounds.
Boundary throw-in tracked off over the line by Mark Kenny of Elliston. And pursuing him was Steve Baldock of Wirrulla. Here's the boundary throw-in now. The ruckman to go at it once again. Baldock takes front position. He's defeated by Tomney. Tap over the top to the advantage there of Craig McFarlane. He picks it up now. Goes the overlap handball. They're in trouble here, Elliston. They want to get rid of it quickly. Humby bursts through. Tries to get the handball onto Mark Kenny. He's beaten for it on this occasion by Craig Johnson. Little handball comes out. Here's a go for Baldock on the left foot. Quickly delivers towards the big man Kelch. But again, as you said, mobility might be a problem. And Graham Smart has taken the mark in the last line of defence. Smart favours the outer side with the kick. He had a player on his own and taking a good mark there as Craig McFarlane quickly goes on with it. Kick up towards half forward in the van, and a good mark in front has been taken by Hutchinson. Plays on quickly from inside 50. Newton should shepherd this through. He doesn't. It's another one.
Well played.
Beautiful goal there.
All started from McFarlane. That great mark out there. Used his pace, and it was a beautiful, beautiful delivery there. And Elliston again, the use of the ball there was very, very good. Yep, one end of the ground to the other.
Great goal from Hutchinson. He just ran inside that 50, and he had the had the confidence to bam it through. And that is 2 goals straight. 12. Elliston lead Wirrulla yet to score on the Woolworths Port Lincoln scoreboard. And
as Rupert was saying there, Tony, it was well shepherded too. He's definitely a team player, Newton, isn't he? Johnny Newton. He doesn't want to worry about kicking the ball himself. It was a good piece of shepherding.
You did right there, Ian. There he is, a good team player.
There's the bounce ball down to ground. Working hard off the footy was Mark Kenny. He's been impressive in this first quarter. Kicked off the ground towards the half forward line. Running onto the loose ball is March now. He feeds it off. You're in trouble, Greg Burgoyne. They get a little handball out, but they've got the numbers here. Elliston, a little handball over the top looking for McFarlane. He can't pick it up. Another handball into a dangerous area, and Hutchinson again taps it to his own advantage. Can he pick up the loose ball? He should get a free kick for being grabbed without the foot. football, and he does. Was just tapping it along in front of him, played that very, very well, Hutchinson, and he's
Very
proving a
intelligent
big
footy.
danger across half forward already.
And he's quick too, he's got some pace.
Hasn't he ever? Good skills. And he'll kick from about 35 metres out on about a 45-degree angle for Elliston's third. And already the signs are very ominous for Wirrulla. Elliston very switched on. Hutchinson now kicking on his third. In he comes. There's the right foot drop punt. Oh, has it got the carry? It might have just snuck in. It has.
Clear.
Well, there's another one.
Elliston looking very, very good at this stage of the game. With Hutchison playing very well, McFarlane coming through. Their defence, they're attacking out of that defensive half-back line very, very well.
They're running off half-back, Rupert. I guess that's been one of their trademarks this year.
Yeah, they always attack from their half-back line, and that's the way it's going to go today too, by the look of it.
And the ball back in the centre now. The ruckman ready to go at it. Up the ball goes. Wirrulla win the tap. But the Elliston player burst through. That was young Kelly. Kelly kicks it forward. Thompson couldn't take the mark. He dropped. Greg Bergwijn on the ground. Tries to get it out. And then Joe Smith goes in then. Hasn't got the ball. Yes, and that's the way the umpire saw it as well. And Joe Smith will take the kick at centre half back for Wirrulla. Gets onto that left foot again. Looking there and finds Dunnett, sorry. That was young Darryl Dunnett. Darryl looking forward, see what leads he's got. Looking for Kelch, no doubt. Puts it up there in that direction. Oh, but great mark. That was a terrific mark from Graham Smart in front. Outpositioned Kelch brilliantly there. Smart now. About the true centre half back position for Elliston. Kicks into the centre of the ground. Up they go. Oh, but the Wirrulla player marked that very well. Baldock looking forward again now. Doesn't kick it to really anybody in particular. The ball socket out by Elliston. That Wirrulla player you're talking about just slipped over in those sand shoes there, Tony. Ettridge kicks forward again. And it was Baldock again, takes the ball, looking out wide there for the Wirrulla players. It looks like, oh, a great bump handed out by the Wirrulla player there. It was terrific stuff. But the ball's handballed out of bounds in the right forward pocket for Wirrulla. The ball thrown in quickly by the boundary umpire. The Elliston player can't take it there. It's a fair way away. Elliston, good handball coming out, looking out there for, can't quite see from here, Tony, but he gets the ball for Elliston, looks into the centre. Oh, the Wirrulla player dropped the mark. Hutchison again, tackle, but gets rid of it. Thompson handballs the ball into the middle, into Sean Humby. Humby looking at centre half forward and looking for Kelly. Kelly takes a great mark. Only a small lad, but it was a terrific mark from Kelly. And he's about 40 yards out, just about directly in front. And this will test him, do you think, Rupert, or make the distance?
No, I think he'll make the distance.
Lining up now, comes in. I think he's hooked it to the left. Yes, he has, and it's one behind for Elliston. They lead 3-1 with Wirrulla yet to score.
On the Woolworths Sport Lincoln scoreboard, kicking in duties to be handled up there in the last line of defence by Smith, it is. Joe Smith elects to go in short with the kick. He was looking for Burgoyne. He was well spoilt from behind. Players run into one another. Burgoyne's in there again. Quickly picked up by Kelly. Feeds off the outlet handball to Phelps into the open goal. Phelps has banged through another one. They are on fire, Elliston. And I think the option wasn't quite right from the kick in. The short pass was never really on Rupert because he was under enormous pressure, Greg Burgoyne.
No, on a day like today, you've got to kick long and get it right out of there.
Yeah, very dangerous stuff, and they paid the penalty.
Wirrulla nerves are really showing. I mean, they're making mistakes, not handling the ball cleanly. Wirrulla had quite an opportunity with Greg Bergwijn and a couple of others there to clear the ball, but just messing up with those hands. You've got to take clean hands on days like today.
A few of those players we mentioned that really needed to play well in Curtis Tuner and Darryl Dunnett haven't seen a lot of the footy yet, and that hasn't helped Wirrulla's chances. Here's the bounce to restart proceedings. Ruckman go at it again. Baldock wins it, gets it down to ground, but Humby sharks it quickly. Left foot torpedo from a standing start, if you don't mind. Well spoiled in the forward line by Elliston, and they're a chance again. The kick up towards full forward. It's a 2-on.
Oh, great mark, Smith.
Newton, he hasn't taken that.
No, Smith took it.
Yeah, I thought so. Thought Smith had first purchase on the footy then. Elects to come out wide with the kick. He'll be looking out here for Great Batch in front, and a water boy has just been cleaned up. And a very small water boy. And I don't know if he's too well. Been cleaned up, and perhaps we should have bigger water boys on the ground. There's a little short pass back to Smith, but the umpire is now warning the benches that the Water boys are not to be anywhere near the vicinity of play, and that's a good call from the umpire. Here's the little short pass to nobody in particular. Wirrulla now get the numbers around the footy, this time through Johnson. That's Kim Johnson. His long kick up towards the forward line. Tuna was under the footy, slapped further forward by Steve Baldock into the arms of Craig Johnson. Johnson, long kick, be looking for the big arms of Kelch to come up, and he's got it. I'll write that one down for the Gary Owen Flowers and Fine Food mark of the match. That was a beauty.
Those arms were about 12 foot in the air then. Gee, they were a long way up there.
In he comes now, Glenn Kelch, the 7 foot full forward. There's the kick. Does not make any mistake. And that's what Wirrulla really needed, I reckon, Rupert. They just needed something to settle them down a bit.
Yeah, that's right. And that bloke can really take a big grab. He's a hard man when he's in front.
Well, any grab he takes is a big grab, isn't it? It's a lot further off the ground than anyone else can take him.
It was good play through the centre area. Wirrulla just kept knocking it forward until they had a player in the open, and then Johnson put it up exactly like he wanted to. The ball's in the centre now. Baldock and Phelps to go at it again. The ball's bounced. Up they go. And Baldock wins the tap out. Done it. Taps it forward. And then, Baldock slips over again. He's got it out there to Baldock. No, that wasn't Baldock.
Yeah, it was Steve Baldock.
Steve Baldock. And Ettridge has just missed to the right-hand post. He probably should have made better of that. Got the ball out in the open again. Wirrulla, when they get the ball out in the open, they look a lot better.
Certainly do.
Now waiting for the ball to be kicked back in by Smart. Graham Smart looking for the leads. And he's coming out to the Wudinna side here. It's not a real good kick. The man in front, it's a great mark. That was right in the middle there. And that was Kieran Barrett, takes a good mark. He'll just be kicking from about the 50-metre line, I should imagine. Look for the short, looking across ground. There's another good mark there to the Wirrulla player. And I can't quite see him from here. Is it Baldock?
Yep.
Michael Baldock, I think, is it?
Yep.
Michael Baldock now about 20 yards out, lining up, looking for Wirrulla's second goal. Comes in, and the goal umpire does not move, and that's their second goal. They're back in the game now. In the last 2 or 3 minutes, they've looked a lot better.
Yes, I think Michael Baldock could turn this game around in a hurry if Elliston don't look out.
Yeah, he's playing very well in the ruck, but I think the important thing is around the ground. He's really doing a lot of hard work and running to position and make position and create another option for his teammates.
Yeah, he's very mobile.
It was an excellent kick from Barrett too. He knew exactly where he wanted that ball. The ball's back in the centre now. Baldock and Phelps to go at it. Umpire bounces the ball. Up they go again. And Baldock wins the tap again. Straight a crunching tackle there on Kieran Barrett. The umpire says, I'll have it.
Yeah, he's working hard in there, Craig Stewart. Bounce in the centre again. Same two ruckmen to do battle. It favours Elliston on this occasion. Kick is smothered up towards half forward now for Wirrulla. The foot race is on. Players working very hard at ground level. Craig Johnson can't get it out. Would have needed a shoehorn to get it out of there, and the umpire says I might have another bounce.
What's that, something to do with me, is it, or what?
No, nothing at all,
right,
Ian,
okay,
but there's yet another free plug. Ball comes down to ground. Craig Stewart, quick handball over the top. They've got the run of the football here, and clever play from Kelly. Very clever play. Just handballed it out in front of him, and then waited for the tackle to come. Kelly kicks into the man on the mark, who was Steve Baldock. Ball hits the ground. Here's Darryl Dunnett. Little chip kick over the top. Wasn't perfectly delivered, so it's come unstuck. Handball over the top, and another one back again to Mark Kenny. But it just wasn't quite perfect, and it needed to be. And it trickles over the boundary line for another boundary throw-in. Quick boundary throw-in is taken again. Baldock kicks it off the ground to the open spaces. The race is on. Should have gone off the ground again, Mark Kenny on that occasion. Ball falls to Peter Gunn, the captain. Gets it off quickly now with the left foot kick up towards half forward. They have the numbers. They're fighting one another here. Andrew Kenny comes out with it. Goes a little short chip kick. He'll be looking up here for Tom Phelps. Phelps, brilliant pickup. Inboard handball, and Elliston are off and running, and they look good when they do this. Draws the man. Handball over the top was terrible. Tomney forced to just slap it further afield. Trying to take on the man in front of him there was Olsen.
It's on.
And it is on. There's just two of them at the moment, but I'm sure one or two others are going to come in and say hello.
The Wirrulla player's got a free kick for too high.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much fair enough too. Clint Olsen to take the free kick on centre wing. Tough looking character, Clint Olsen. He goes up towards half forward. The leap over the back was from Phelps, but roving the pack well there is Kieran Barrett around the corner. He'll be looking up there for Kelsch, but oh, well played, Smart. Just thumps it over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. Well, Kelsch is going to do the ruck work. He'll be hard to beat. No doubt about that. Here's the throw in. Takes front position, slaps it down to ground. Here's a go for Steve Baldock. Onto his right boot up towards the full forward line. The spoil coming from behind from the Elliston players, quickly trying to pick up the ball there. Might have been March. No one can get it. Darrell done it into the open goal. Misses to the right. Should have made more of that.
Definitely. It was a terrific handball to him. Set him up beautifully there. That was a tuner. Should have definitely made more of that.
Here's the quick kick in, taken to the outer side of the ground. They've got the numbers and off they go now, Elliston. Oh, you want to hurry. Finally got rid of it in towards the centre. The kick had a bit too much carry on it. Wirrulla have got the numbers. Quick little handball backwards. And this is Burgoyne. Burgoyne goes with the left foot drop punt out towards the run of Smith. Smith just takes him on and bursts through. That's inspirational stuff. Up towards half forward now, looking for Baldock. Heard the call from Kelsch and let it go. Kelsch now, can he get the handball out to Steve Baldock? He tries to, but Elliston managed to chop it off. Little chip kick over the top here to the advantage of Nigel Kelly. He can't take the mark, and Tomney it was, sorry. And tracks it out of bounds for a boundary throwing right in front of the broadcast position.
Right, here we are, right in front of us now. The umpire, it'll be Baldock and Phelps to go at it. Baldock wins the tap. Snared by, it's Tomney now in front of Tomney. He overruns the ball. Olsen hangs on, yes. Olsen definitely gave away the kick there to Tomney. He'll take the free kick now on centre wing. Left footer, awkward looking kick, but puts it up there for Bobby Thompson. Greg Burgoyne takes a good mark, positioned him out very, very well. Burgoyne looks for the short one now, and he's, Olsen, no, umpire's called play on. Umpire's called him to play on. He dropped the chest mark, comes around onto the left foot, looks for a short one, finds Baldock. Baldock swings onto the right foot, plays on, looking at centre half forward now for Olsen. For Kelsch, that it was Smart again playing in front, and that's his best option, I would think, to play well in front of Kelsch and cut off the ball before he gets there. Smart now looking for the lead. Goes out to the outer side of the ground, but the Wirrulla player there in Johnson was first to the ball. Well tapped on there by Nicky Paul. Follows up his own ball. Gets it well, looks at the centre half forward. Bobby Thompson, Greg Burgoyne again. Thompson in front, good mark. The place to be. 50 yards out, directly in front. I would say would struggle for the distance. What sort of a kick is he?
Johnny Newton doesn't think he will.
What sort of a kick is he, Rupert?
Go very close.
Lining up now, comes in. Bangs, faded well off to the right and didn't make the distance. Out of bounds in the right-hand forward pocket for Elliston. And this game's really tightened up now with Elliston 4-1 leading, Wirrulla 2-2 on the Woolworths scoreboard. Waiting for the umpire to throw the ball in now. Bit of a lull in the crowd here while the ball comes in now. The ruckman go out. That was Newton there. Gets a quick handball out under Johnny Newton. Johnny's pulled down. Gets rid of the ball again. Oh, it's scrambling there. The ball comes out now to, it looked like Craig Stewart. He gets rid of the ball very quickly. Picked up again by Elliston. Thompson, Bobby Thompson. Check side. I'm not sure who to. Newton takes the ball. Handballs off to Sean Humby. Sean Humby has a shot. No, we've got a free kick. There's a free kick.
I think it's coming back to Humby, actually.
Yes, it is. Humby's going to take the kick. You would have thought it would have been an FAD if it was anything. But the ball has come back and Humby will have a shot from about 40 yards out, 45-degree angle.
Well, he shouldn't miss this.
Well, Sean not known for his goal kicking down in Lincoln, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes. You're backing him, are you, Tony? What was that, Tony?
Right.
Okay. He missed that well to the right-hand side.
Yeah, should have made more of that. That was an important kick. Just I think they
Joe Smith brings a short one in there too. Oh, he's dropped the mark, the Wirrulla player. Gets it back to Joe Smith, recovers well. He's a strong boy, Smith. Gets it onto his left foot, and he's got an FAD. It will be Olsen, Clint Olsen.
He's a bit of trouble too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's still on the ground. Now he's just, no, he's still on the ground.
Right. Clint Olsen comes out on the left foot, centre wing, right in front of the commentary position. Phelps, good strong mark by Phelps, showing his experience there, just dropped in beautifully in the spot. Swings onto that left foot of his, goes short, looking for Bobby Thompson. Oh, he gets up in the air but can't hold it. Humby's there, gets the handball out now. Newton going in there. Yes, and he's giving away a free kick to Greg Burgoyne for holding on. Greg Burgoyne, short passes out for Kieran Barrett. Barrett takes a mark, swings onto his left foot, kicks it up into centre half forward. He's looking for Ettridge. Ettridge takes a good mark. Ettridge now.
He's saying to the Elliston player, give me the football. The Elliston player's not going to give it to him. He's not going to go and get it, so one of his teammates in Steve Baldock had to go and get it for him.
Ettridge looking right into the teeth of the forward line now. Kelch is up there, big pack flies, goes over to the back without anybody touching it. Elliston player, great with that. Tomney hasn't got the ball, still hasn't got the ball.
Now he's got the free kick.
Well, he had it about 3 times, I thought, anyway. He kept putting his arms up, said, I haven't got the ball, umpire. His handball's off now, too smart. No, McFarlane onto the left foot. Looking out wide there for, oh, that's a long way away. It looks like Nicky Paul.
Was.
And the ball goes out of bounds.
Boundary throw-in on the outer half-forward flank for Wirrulla. Ruckman to do battle. Baldock coming in now. Here's the boundary throw-in. Well, that favoured the Rovers.
Oh.
Darryl Dunnett slaps it down. Kicked off the ground by Curtis Tuna, and taking the mark in front is that
Ettridge.
man Ettridge again.
You can't miss him with those sand shoes on.
Yeah. Well, he's within the 50.
You go very close, I reckon.
There's the kick. Well, looks pretty good off the boot. Has it got the carry? No. Last line of defence, I reckon Smart's taken the mark.
No, umpire's given a point.
Might have taken a second grab, I reckon. He
juggled it, I think.
Juggled it, and that's caused the behind to go on the board. There's the kick, and it's a shocker. And chipping in to take the mark in front is the Wirrulla captain, Peter Gum. Gum, centering kick, looking for the man, Kelshin. The arms go up, and geez, hard to beat. 1 out. He wasn't 1 out on that occasion, though. He had a bit of pressure on him. And Glenn Kelch is certainly proving it somewhat of a thorn in the side of the Elliston defence.
He's certainly going to pose a few problems for him later in the game.
Won't get any shorter.
That's
the
exactly
kick.
right.
I think he might have just missed to the right. He has, and another behind. Gee, they needed that one. 2-4-16 plays 4-2-26. Elliston lead it at Wudinna in the 1995 Midwest Grand Final. Kicking in duties favouring the broadcast side. They've come this way. Over the back, Tuna, but chipping in from the side. It was the biggest leap we've ever seen, and that's a correct decision. Tuna was penalised for getting into the back of his opponent. Elliston go off with handball now. Little kick out here looking for Nigel Kelly. Can't take the mark. Doing well there was Great Batch. Goes with the handball backwards. Well, I don't know what to do with it here. This is Fred Watson. Watson gets a handball. Barrett overruns it. Chipping in now is Craig Stewart.
Nice
Kick to the space. That's magnificent. Running onto it is Humby. He'll go the pass because you're right, his goal kicking's terrible. Missed everything. Missed the pass and missed everything.
His goal kicking is because he probably played a lot of backlines for Boston's down in Lincoln. He wasn't up forward very often.
All right, they've got the
Hutchison.
They've got the footy now. Hutchinson just a little chip kick in and finds Bobby Thompson. Well, Bobby Thompson is...
This could hurt Wirrulla after having that couple of easy shots up there and missing Tony, and Elliston taking the ball straight back down here now, and if they kick this, it'll hurt them pretty badly.
Yeah, they've had most of the play too for the last 5 or 6 minutes, have Wirrulla. And he comes now. Bobby Thompson shooting on his first. There's the kick off the boot. It looks pretty good, if you don't mind. Straight through the centre from Bobby Thompson, and that is the 5th goal on the board for Elliston. They lead it 5-2-32. Wirrulla at 2-4-16 on the Woolworths Port Lincoln scoreboard. And you're doing a few stats there, are you, Rupert? How are we looking stats-wise so far?
I'm only keeping the marks on the goals.
Okay. Well, that is a very important goal there from Bobby Thompson, and one that Wirrulla didn't want to see.
It was a beautiful kick from Craig Stewart too, when he centred that ball beautifully in there for Bobby Thompson, and he lined up. Now the umpire is to bounce the ball. Phelps, and Baldock will go at it again. It looks like Tomney's in the ruck now. Tomney against Baldock. Johnson misses the handball. Baldock throws it in the air. Thompson again. Baldock goes and gets his own ball, kicks it, tumbles it up to centre half forward. Smart gets the ball out. One grab out there to the Elliston player. And the ball now. It's an easy pass, a very short pass there, and Kelch is marked again.
All right. There's the kick on goal, and that looks pretty good, I reckon. Well, it just missed to the right, has it? It has just missed to the right and through for one behind. Another behind on the board to Wirrulla. They need goals. 2-5-17. Elliston 5-2-32. That's the advantage of kicking straight. Favouring the outer side with the kick now. Oh, the sun's in the eyes out there. Thought there could have been a free kick for in the back. None forthcoming. Elliston should get out of trouble. High handball is dangerous, but a whistle on play. And the Elliston player in the back pocket there will take the free kick. And it might be Stewart, I think, up there. He's an awfully long way away. There's the kick. No, it was, in fact, Kane Williams. Williams goes out towards centre wing. Wirrulla have the numbers, but oh geez, playing well as Hutchinson goes with the kick up towards half forward to the run there of Agars. Agars close to the boundary line, keeps it in cleverly. Should centre it, he does. There's no one there though. Running onto the loose ball is Clint Olsen. Gets a kick out towards the centre wing position, and taking the mark there is Watson. Watson goes on further afield looking for Dunnett in front, and Darryl Dunnett takes the mark. Now they're starting to get a bit of system into their play, Wirrulla. There's the kick. Bit skew whiff off the boot to a big pack at half forward. Baldock tries a little handball through. One-handed handball coming out there. Not picked up. Curtis Tuna, he's got some skills. Gets a handball out to Darryl Dunnett. Dunnett can have another go at finding someone up forward. There's the kick. Oh, cleverly working his opponent under the ball. The Elliston player in the last line of defence takes the mark.
Mark Kenny, I think you'll find.
Thank you, Ian. Steve Agars it was.
Agars, close.
Close. At the fall of the ball here is Kane Williams. Can he pick it up? He can, but he's got nowhere to go. Besieged by Wirrulla players. Whistle on play. Got one a bit high though, and he'll take the free kick. And he's easy to pick because he's got different socks to everyone else. There's his kick up towards half forward. He was looking up there for Humby. Didn't quite have the carry, and it's tracked out of bounds for another boundary throw-in.
Some very interesting news. We've just had the girls drop in and let us know on the A-grade netball Central Air 42 defeated Wudinna United 33 in the A-grade.
Well, congratulations.
Joanne Franklin wants to know that apparently.
Okay, Joe, there you go. You happy now? She wants to know how her husband's going as umpire at 2 and he's not doing a bad job. There's the kick from Hutchinson, smothered off the boot. Dunnett might have got into his back, and that's the way the umpire saw it, and they want to go on with it a bit. And Darryl Dunnett, now I can see what he looks like without his helmet, because Hutchinson removed that in the altercation. Runs in. There's the kick up towards full forward. Good mark at the back from Joe Smith. Joe Smith still favouring the outer side of the ground. And that's Curtis Tuna who's taken the mark. Darryl Dunnett now has finally gone back to pick up his helmet. Curtis Tuna, outer half back line. There's the right foot drop punt towards the centre of the ground. Players set themselves, just falls into, is that Baldock's arms at the back? It is Steve Baldock, and he takes the mark easily. Now goes Longby looking for the big man up there in Kelch, caught out of position. Again, Smart does very well. Gets a handball further afield, taking it is Tom Phelps. He dodges around the man in front of him, delivers towards the outer wing position. Andrew Kenny's in there, he can't pick it up, finally gets it now. Gives it back to Phelps. Phelps should go the overlap over the top, and they're off and running again through Sean Humby. Humby up towards the forward zone. Hutchinson out of position behind, but he does well. Geez, playing terrific football up there, Hutchinson. There's the siren. And that is quarter time in the 1995 Midwest Grand Final. And what a quarter of football. Elliston 5-2-32. Lead Wirrulla 2-5-17. But for straight kicking. That really has been the story of the first quarter. Goal scorers for Elliston firstly. Rodney Hutchinson has 2. Singles to Nicky Paul, Bobby Thompson and Tom Phelps. The 2 goal scorers for Wirrulla, Glenn Kelch and Michael Baldock. And Kevin Rayson, a very interesting first quarter. Wirrulla, had they have kicked straight, who knows what the story would have been now.
Yeah, because they missed some easy kicks up in front of goal there, which they should have got. But they'll come back. They'll really come back, I reckon.
Yeah, and very interesting first quarter. Who impressed you for Elliston?
Well, that Hutchinson, he impressed me. He's very, very quick. Got a lot of skill. Gets onto his left boot very, very well. Also, the experience of Tom Phelps, you can see his experience showing out there. His use of the ball is excellent every time he gets hold of it. Craig Stewart also impressed me, a good player. He's been right into it. Kim Newton doesn't lack anything in endeavour, gets in there and has a go. Bobby Thompson, centre half forward, quite a good player too. I like the way he attacks the ball. And the other lad, Craig McFarlane, again left footer, looks very, very good footballer and can kick a long way. for Wirrulla.
Can I do them?
Oh, okay.
I've got a mark down already.
Oh, okay, you've done well. I didn't know what you were doing. I thought you were having a sleep.
No, not at all. I thought Clint Elliston across half-back did some nice things. Also Noel Greatbatch across half-back. Darryl Dunnett started to come into the game in the second part of that first quarter. I think his first 10 or 15 minutes was a very nervous start. Joe Smith, some very, very steady things in defence. Also Craig Ettridge with the sand shoes, hard to miss, and he did some reasonable work across half-forward. For my money, though, easily Wirrulla's two best players are the two Bulldogs, Steve Baldock, and I reckon Michael Baldock's just about best on ground in the first quarter. I think he's been terrific, Rupert.
Yeah, I reckon he's played pretty well, but there's one bloke that Ian missed out a minute ago is Butch Smart at fullback.
Yeah. Oh,
Played
sorry,
a very good
doing
game
very well.
to this stage.
Yeah, he's a good player, and it's what Kilsh, even though Kilsh has got, what's he got, one?
Yeah, one.
Kilsh has had a couple of shots, but when Smart plays in front of him, he can really read the ball well and does it exceptionally well.
One of the stories, of course, of the first quarter is that
You hear me, Chris? You there, Chris? Can you hear me, Chris? Chris, can you hear me? They're about to start. Okay, we're back here at the Wudinna Oval with the second quarter not far away. Players and the supporters leaving the ground now. Umpire's about to start the second quarter now. I'm underway. The umpire bounces the ball. Phelps and Baldock go at it. Baldock wins it very clearly. Down to Dunnett. No, he can't take. Oh, heavy bump in there to the Elliston player. But Humby comes out, drops the ball. Umpire calls play on. Dunnett in there again. Baldock. That's Phelps picks it up for Elliston. And oh, he's gone. Yes, the umpire's caught him holding the ball. And that was I'm not sure. I think it was Nigel. No, it wasn't. Tomney. The ball goes forward for Wirrulla now. Up into the full forward. Kelsh. Oh. Big leap there by Turner, but he's given away a free kick. Elliston to bring the ball out now through, long way down there, can't see, but the ball's brought out to the flank here, and it's Kenny. Kenny goes up, can't hold the mark, comes down onto the ground. Pack forms. Kenny again picks up the ball, looks for a handball, nobody gets it on his left foot about 2 yards, and the player there in Peter Gum pushes the ball out of bounds on the half forward flank for Wirrulla. Umpire throws the ball in now. Phelps and Baldock go. Phelps a good knock forward. Humby picks up the ball, gets it onto his left foot, kicks it into the middle of the ground. It's all Wirrulla here. Paul Mail picks up the ball, goes onto his left foot, looking at centre half forward for Kelch. Ball goes over the top. Now in the race, leading in the race of the ball is Agars. Picks it up, goes out wide, looking for the boundary line and finds it out there on the far side of the oval on the half forward line for Wirrulla. Again, they've done all the attacking the first couple of minutes here. But yet to put any score on the board. Steve Baldock and Phelps go in the ruck. Goes down there, looking for Kane. Kane Williams now onto the right foot. Kicks it out, looking up forward. A good spoil there by the Wirrulla player. They get back on the ball. Well done by the Wirrulla player. Oh, he's in front. Should have got a free kick. The umpire calls play on. Wirrulla handball the ball out to Clint Olsen, I think. Olsen. Yep. Looking forward therefore and finds Dunnett. Dunnett takes a good mark. Gets back quickly, looking forward for leads. Kelch gives him the lead. He goes in that direction. Kelch is up in the air. And no, player, the ball spoiled away by Smart. A good bump there by the Elliston player. He comes out of the defence there. Kelly takes the ball, gets rid of the handball. Phelps gets it onto the handball again. He's very clever. Kane Williams again runs away. Oh, kicks straight into the man. Good smother there from the Wirrulla player. Pack develops now. Player stacks on the middle and the umpire decides he'll have a bounce.
On the outer half forward flank for Wirrulla. No score in this second term. Here's the bounce now. Phelps has a free run at it, taps it down. Kane Williams tries to blind turn out of trouble there. Eventually the ball comes loose. Quick handball out to McFarlane. McFarlane in towards the centre of the ground. Trying the tap over the top there was Bobby Thompson. Comes to ground, bursting his way through Burgoyne. Clever chip. Had a bit too much on it for Ettridge and he couldn't take it. Elliston burst out of defence. Kick towards the wing position here. Nicky Paul goes the inboard handball. Wasn't quite perfect, but doing well there was McFarlane to deliver it up towards the forward zone. Two Wirrulla players getting one another's road. Oh, knocked forward by Johnny Newton was good football. Leading in the race right here is Hutchinson. Can he pick it up? Doubles back. That was the wrong move, but he's got one high.
Yeah, it's just copped it right in the mush.
And he's in a bit of trouble there, Hutchinson, actually. Taking a while to get up. See, Rick Newchurch is on the ground now. I don't know who came off. That change obviously affected at quarter time. And his teammates huddling around Hutchinson there. They can't really afford to lose him because 2 goals in the first quarter. He's been easily their most constructive forward.
That's right, Tony. You'll afford to lose a bloke like him.
Well, he's in a bit of trouble still on hands and knees. On the ground. And the trainer's taking one hard look at him.
They've thrown the ball to John Newton, hoping he can have a shot for goal.
He's in a bit of trouble, I reckon, is Hutchinson. Newton's going to take the shot on goal, I think, as they're going to take Hutchinson off the ground. Well, that's clever. That's a full forward, isn't it? They always get to that contest when that happens.
It's amazing how they just seem to be standing next to him at the time.
Yeah, funny about
5 minutes later, but he was still there at the time.
Well, he'll come in and shoot on his first goal.
Hutchinson's got a bit of blood. I think he's coming off the ground.
Yeah, he's jogging off. He doesn't look too bad.
Oh, I don't know. That sideways movement, I think, wasn't supposed to be there.
Well, it's interesting. They're not letting Newton take the shot on goal. This must be the blood rule.
Yes.
So Hutchinson comes off. Doesn't look too bad. Bit of a bridge of the nose, and maybe also the impact as well.
Yeah, Newton's going to get the kick for goal.
And Hurrell coming on the ground to replace Hutchinson. Johnny Newton shooting on his first goal for the game. The gun full forward from Elliston. And he comes now. Only 15 metres out from goal and makes no mistake. They're not the sort of ones that full forwards miss, and John Newton certainly didn't miss that one. And he puts his first on the board, and that is Elliston's 6th.
That shows you why he's a full forward. Deliberate at the goals, put it straight through the middle.
6-2-38 leads 2-5-17 on the Woolworths Port Lincoln scoreboard. I'll tell you what, I can get sick of this song by the end of the day. Oh, this must be about the 20th time I've heard it today. Anyway, they're enjoying themselves. That's what going to the footy's all about. Ball back into the centre. Ruckman at it. Phelps wins this one, tries to do his own roving as well. Loose ball. Forced off the kick there was Peter Gum for Wirrulla. Coming in again is Baldock. He's playing a lion-hearted game. Etridge should not have those sand shoes on. He slipped about 4 times. He's finally ended up coming up with the ball, but the kick was a shocker and falls into Andrew Kenny's arms of Elliston. Kenny goes out wide. The lead has been made for him out there by Nigel Kelly. Tracks it along in front of him. Can't find a handle on the footy. Slaps it close to the boundary line. Was well hassled there by Kieran Barrett. He slaps it inboard. Little kick looking for Olsen. Olsen picks it up. Gets rid of it like it was a hot potato. Comes back towards Barrett. Working hard in there. The Elliston player was Kim Newton. It's very close to the boundary line. Players fighting like cat and dog for it. It eventually comes out. Was that Sean Humby, I think, who got it up forward and taking the mark there. Virtually uncontested was Craig Stewart. Too far out to score. He's about 70 metres out. Goes the short pass. Newton was on the lead for him. Couldn't take the mark. Mopping up was a Wirrulla defence, but the handball wasn't as clean as it should have been. Watson's in there. Whistle on play and we'll have a bounce. Well, just a few little errors, and we had the disposals have been clean. One or the other side could have got out of trouble. Going high there was Tomney. Gets the ball down to ground, a very congested area again. Olsen should have gone off the ground, I thought. Tried to pick up the footy. Eventually comes out with it now. Breaks a couple of tackles. Clint Olsen close to the boundary line under pressure. Is this going over? Oh, leap of the day was a beauty from Kelly. But he's forced it out of bounds for another boundary throw-in on the outer side. All right, Beebs, I'll give it back to you when it gets a bit closer to the centre. Roving the pack, Elliston doing well, bursting to 50. And kick on goal. Oh, the Royal players dropped the sitter in the goal square. Here's a go. Great desperation there. That was magnificent play from Greatbatch. He does well. Can't get the ball away constructively, though. It comes back out again to Greatbatch, but the umpire's blown the whistle and we'll have another bounce.
Bounce right in front of the Elliston goal. The umpire puts the ball down. Baldock goes at it, grabs it out of the air, handballs very well. Good handball out there. He goes wide onto the wing. Looking for the boundary line there, the race for the ball, but the boundary line will win, and it does. And it's out of bounds on centre wing. On the far side at Wudinna Oval. Umpire throws the ball in. Phelps on his own, punches the ball forward. The player in Stewart takes the ball, I think there, looking at centre half forward for Bobby Thompson. He can't take the ball. Elliston player comes out strongly. And then, oh, it looked like a throw there. Oh, it was that was New Church off the ground. Well, a slick handball there by Wirrulla. Wirrulla player again gets it out. That was, New Church threw the ball away. And a good decision was holding the ball. That was Watson. Phelps comes out to the commentary side there looking for and finds Nicky Paul. Paul takes a good mark. Looks for the short one now. And Bob Thompson drops a mark. Goes back in his own ball. Wirrulla player gets it. Greg Burgoyne gets it out. Back to Nicky Paul. He handballs to Thompson again. Back this time to Kane Williams. Williams gets it up the centre half. Oh, big lead there by Tomney. He can't take the mark. Wirrulla player knocks it back to Olsen. Olsen on the right foot looking at the centre wing there. The player in Baldock, Steve Baldock. They all fall over except for Baldock. Did it well. Oh, held his feet. Goes back again. Looking now, trying to dodge around the Elliston player. Can't get free. Good tackle. Umpire calls play on again. Elliston picked the ball up and kick it out wide and stays in. Stewart throws the ball in front of him. Takes it onto his left foot. Looking at centre half forward. But the Wirrulla player in front again spoils. Olsen goes in. All bodies going everywhere over there, Tony. It's a long way away. They're throwing themselves in and the ball finally goes out of bounds. The players throwing themselves relentlessly. They know this is a very important period of the game. That boundary umpire throws it in. Tomney gets it down in front of Thompson. Thompson looking for Newton. But the Wirrulla fullback Johnson in front and should have got a free, but the umpire calls play on. The ball comes out again to Wirrulla. He's tackled. Johnson picks it up and clears a wobbling kick. But out there, it looks like Sean Humby. Humby takes the mark. Plays on quickly. Looking at centre half forward. Oh, good kick to Paul. Oh, he can't take the mark. The Wirrulla player overruns it again. Oh, stacks on the middle, and I'm sure the umpire will make this one a bounce. Paul Mail couldn't quite hold the ball in. Could have run away with it. That was Johnson there, Craig Johnson. Umpire about to bounce the ball. We've got Phelps in ruck against Baldock. Favours Kelch. He taps it down. Sean Humby over the top of the ball. Gets the handball out to nobody. The Wirrulla player, Kane Williams drops the ball. Chases after it again. Newton with him. Newton picks up the ball nicely. Clean looks for the short pass and does it well to Kelly. Kelly's clear. He plays on. Looking out there for and finds Craig Stewart with a good mark. Much better ball movement then by Elliston. Now Stewart, 40 yards out on about a 45-degree angle. It's interesting to see he makes this distance, Tony, to see what the wind's doing. No, he looks for the short one. Looks for Phelps. Into the middle. Oh, yes.
That's a good mark, isn't it?
Well, bad pass, good mark.
Oh, gee, under pressure, he had two of them bearing down on him. That's a really good, strong mark.
Yes, he was in front and just put his body. He knew he protected the footy, was prepared to take the crunch from both Wirrulla players. That's what experience is, and that's why Tom Phelps is a great footballer.
Well, 6-2 plays 2-5. They get another one here, and all of a sudden Wirrulla are in real trouble.
Yes, this is going to be a pretty good break to Elliston. If he can kick this. Phelps lines up now, comes in, doesn't look good off the boot. Not going to make this. Oh, Newton can't hold it. The ball's kicked off the ground, pushed out wide. Now it goes out of bounds. Oh, that was an ordinary kick from Phelps.
Gee, it was a great leap from Newton, wasn't it?
Yes, he got his hands to it, just couldn't quite hold it. The umpire throws the ball left pocket here for Elliston. Phelps again trying to make up for the bad kick. Gets in there. That was Humby knocked it out. Phelps still over the top of the ball, but it comes out to young Mail. Mail kicks it out wide, looking for the boundary line, and finds touch beautifully. A very, very vital stage here. Wirrulla definitely need to get a couple of goals on the board. The ball's thrown in now. Baldock gets, big tap out. Done it. Leading the race for the ball. Sockers it forward. Very clever. Now goes and gets it again. Oh, overruns it. Goes back on it again. Well played, lad. And dodges. Has a bounce. Look now. Has another bounce. Touches the ball on the ground. Looking for now, and looks like, is it Baldock? Yeah, Steve Baldock. And he takes the mark. Just plays on quickly. Looking for Greg. Oh, Tudor couldn't hold the mark. The Wirrulla player picks it up quickly. Johnson looking out again there, but can't find the player, and Elliston chips in the player in Steve Agars. Agars brings it back out. Williams up high. Oh, good mark there. That was an excellent mark. Was prepared to get in front and took a very good mark. Kane Williams looks forward. Humby. Oh, and Humby takes a grab. Plays on quick. No, he doesn't handle, but plays on. Kicks the ball forward, but terrible. Whoa! Wirrulla was a terrible looking Wirrulla. Newchurch now gets his body over the ball. Should have picked it up though. Handball out from Elliston to Hurrell. Hurrell on the left. Oh, goal of the day. That's the nominator there. Goal of the day from Hurrell.
Oh, the Wudinna News Agency.
Fantastic
that
kick.
is a beauty.
Left footer in the pocket. 25-30 out. A fantastic goal to Hurrell there. And that was absolute. What do you think of that one?
That was really well done.
Oh, it was a great goal.
You saw the smile come on your face there, Rupert. That was just classic Australian rules football and magnificent desperation and movement of the ball. They just kept forcing it forward, but the mistake that was made by Wirrulla on the half-back line where two players were unable to clear the football when they were on their own was damaging for them. There's the tap down by Baldock, quickly kicked forward by Wirrulla. Be looking up there for Johnson, but at the back of the pack taking the mark is Andrew Kenny. Kenny plays on quickly to the outer side of the ground. He's got loose players everywhere. They go on quickly again towards half forward. Newchurch in front takes the mark. Newchurch goes the handball over the top to Olsen, was dangerous stuff. Back to Newchurch is okay. Newchurch now goes with a left foot drop punt. Little daisy cutter and finds Curtis Tuna on the outer wing. Curtis Tuna. Drop punt towards half forward. Elliston will mop up at the back of the pack. Here's the kick up towards centre and Phelps takes the mark in front. Thought about the handball, called the play on because he made the motion. Trying to dodge backwards out of that pack there was McFarlane. Does it well, delivers towards the outer wing and taking the mark in front is Stewart, who's been terrific in this second quarter. Craig Stewart goes up towards full forward. Leading in the race was Humby. Hit him on the head just about, close to the boundary line. Again in there is Curtis Tuna. He's slung off the football. Little short pass comes inboard and finds Olsen. Olsen sticks to the outer side of the ground with the kick. Baldock's made the lead for him. Phelps, no, it was Newton, forces him out of the contest and finds the sanctuary of the boundary line for another boundary throw in on the outer wing. 2-5-17 Wirrulla trail Elliston. 7-2-44 Woolworths Port Lincoln scoreboard. There's the boundary throwing, comes to the back of the pack. Here's McFarlane, feeds it on further afield, and again Elliston move into attack, meeting the half volley unsuccessfully there, but it falls to Thompson. Thompson handball over the top was dangerous stuff, was looking for Stewart. He's close to the boundary line, being hot pressed by Watson. It is out there, no one can pick it up. Again very close to the boundary line. I want it to go out. Kicked off the ground by Elliston was good football. Leading in the race for the ball here is Shane Kelch. Kelch clears it from defence, but only as far as Bobby Thompson. Bobby Thompson outer side of the ground. Long kick. He'll be looking for Newton. Flies from behind. Gets the ball down to ground. Head. Oh, that's got to be a free kick there to Shane Kelch. Was met too high.
Very high.
And now they're going on with it. Olsen and Newton. But he'll take this free kick, Shane Kelch. Oh, he's got a player on his own out here in Trevor March, and March takes it and can run and go over the top. You should. He went a bit long, I thought, with the kick. He could have set up the loose man there, and he's put his teammate under enormous pressure. Trying to keep it in there was Kieran Barrett. That was clever. Slaps it onto the advantage of his teammate. Great tackling, Elliston. Comes back to Paul. Paul goes backwards with a handball. Another handball comes further afield, and off goes McFarlane. Jeez, that was a terrific bit of footy. Long in towards the forward line. Flying high was Humby, unable to take the mark. Cleans up well. Met high by Newchurch, and he'll take the free kick.
He done that well, didn't he?
They're certainly starting to look to be really on top now. Elliston, their back line is holding up very, very well, and their good players are starting to get on top. Humby's come into the game this quarter. McFarlane is a very good player. I like the look of him. He's doing very well, and they just seem to be getting on top.
Here's the short pass. He goes into Newton, and Newton, that's Kim Newton, takes the mark easily, some 40 metres out from goal. Sean Humby obviously not terribly confident in his goal-kicking prowess.
I told you he played a lot of fullback and centre half-back for Boston, so...
Here's Kim Newton now, taking his time.
He'll make the distance easy, too.
He's got a bit of the Paul Salmon about him. Could have gone off and made a sandwich while he's lining up. And he comes now, Kim Newton. He's made the distance and he's hit the top of the post. Just shaved the inside of the post too for another behind on the board to Elliston. They move to 7-3-45. Leading Wirrulla 2-5-17 on the Woolworths Port Lincoln scoreboard. Kick and taken quickly to the outer side of the ground. Elliston have the numbers again. Tomney feeds it off to Phelps. Phelps goes the little chip forward to, he was looking for Newton. Heard the footsteps coming. Good, clever handball out quickly to Bobby Thompson around his body in towards full forward. Newton! Goal! As easy as that. He just had much better position there, Johnny Newton, and puts his second for the quarter on the board, and that is Elliston's third goal this quarter. And Wirrulla, well, they haven't troubled the scorers so far this quarter, and the danger signs are there well and truly, Rupert.
That's right. No, I reckon you can put that goal down at Tom Phelps.
Tom Phelps,
work
yeah.
coming up through the middle there.
And he's been a big influence in this quarter too. He's really controlled it through the midfield, and his use of the ball is extremely good. Umpire ready to bounce the ball. Phelps now to go with Bulldog. Ball bounces. Phelps up. A big tap from Bulldog. Out there, it's Kenny. He takes the ball very well. Out positions his players. Handballs across to his brother Mark. Mark gets it out wide, looking for Kelly. Kelly leads in the race ball, brings it in beautifully. Oh, it's tackled there. The umpire, yes, has scored it too high. No, called play on.
Played the advantage.
Played the advantage. And it's gone to Bobby Thompson, the centre half forward. Elliston looking very, very good now. They're moving the ball beautifully. Oh, he's gone for the torpedo. It's going to drop short. Who's in front? Newton can't hold the mark. It's at the back. It's Humby. Humby runs into the open goal, and there's another one for Elliston. They bang another one on, and they're running away with this game at Wudinna Oval. They now lead 9-3 to Wirrulla 2-5 on the Burlington Woolworths scoreboard. Did it very, very well then.
Yeah, Sean Humby's a good player. I don't think at this stage the Robbie Judge this week's really taken much effect on him, I don't reckon.
He's certainly playing very, very well. But again, I like the Elliston back line. They attack very well out of from centre half back. Kenny, on to Kelly. Again, they just moved the ball quickly, got the advantage free. Thompson, centre half forward, he's doing well. Got the ball in the square, and Humby just ran away and ran into that open goal.
Made it easy for you to call too, didn't it, Beebs?
Kenny on Kenny.
Kelly.
Yeah, well, mate, I'm new at this game, mate. The easier it is, the better. Right, the umpire back in the centre now, bouncing the ball. Wirrulla need a goal very, very badly to get back into this game. The ball bounces. Oh, favours Phelps. Phelps stumps it hard. Kim Newton running onto the ball. No, the Elliston player, Olsen, falls over. Newton back in again, fumbles. Back to Phelps. Phelps on the left foot. High spiral punt. And it's Watson. Watson misses the ball. On to Humby. Humby read it beautifully. Gets back onto the right foot. Looks for the short one. And that was Nicky Paul. He dropped it. Greg Burgoyne runs away there. Has nowhere to go. Gets back onto his left foot. Oh, Wirrulla player drops the mark. They're falling down. Olsen again grabs the ball. Handballs back to Greg Burgoyne. He goes in circles again. Oh, Wirrulla have lost a plot here. Elliston's going to take this ball away. Bobby Thompson gets it. Nicky Paul in there again as well. Oh, stacks on the middle. The ball comes out, and the umpire decides. Now, Wirrulla could have cleared that ball 3 times, got the ball onto the boot.
They just keep running into trouble, don't they?
Yes.
They're turning into trouble all the time instead of turning out of it.
Umpire bounces the ball. Hurrell gets the top, gets the tap, but it goes straight to Greg Burgoyne. Onto his left foot, looking for Newchurch. Misses him. But that's Great Batch takes the ball away, or tries to get around, comes back onto his right foot. That's a better kick. Looking in the middle there for Kieran Barrett. Barrett gets onto his left foot and downfield. Yes, that's on here, on in the middle.
In comes Olsen, and it really is going to be on. I'll watch the footy, you watch the ball.
Oh!
There's the kick up
Newchurch.
forward, and the kick is going towards Kelch, but the umpires whistled it off, and they have to, because this has got pretty ugly out there now, as they really did throw themselves into the 1,000,000 miles an hour.
There's an Elliston bloke on the ground there back behind them too.
And Ettridge has actually put the boots on in the second quarter, and oh gee, they really are. They're whistling out the trainers very
not too
quickly.
good.
And he's in a bit of trouble. The footy is actually, now the footy's lying on the ground in the forward line, so that'll give you some idea as to what's happening.
Newchurch would have come from 30 or 40 yards in that altercation to get in that.
No, they're not going to need the stretcher by the looks of it. It's,
Young Kelly.
Nigel Kelly.
Yeah, he's back on his feet.
All right, now the kick will be taken into the forward zone. There's the big long bomb. Up they go. No one can take the mark over the back of the pack. They should just be content to force it through, and they are, for another score on the board.
All players back on their feet, Tony.
Yep, good news.
That's Wirrulla's first goal for this quarter.
And they didn't get it themselves. It was forced through by Elliston. Here's the kick. Coming broadcast side, looking for Kane Williams in front. He can't take the mark at the back of the pack. Humby, his handball is smothered. He should get a free kick without it. None forthcoming.
Let's get back in it.
Back to Humby now. Takes a bounce. Little short kick in towards the centre of the ground.
Could be a bad trap to get into. They need to attack still.
Oh, no doubt about that. There's the throw-in. Baldock wins it well to the back of the pack. Elliston have their names written all over this. Oh, well smothered. The kick there by Johnson. It was Humby. Tries to get onto the loose ball. Fights his teammate for it. Can't get rid of it. Handball comes backwards to Kim Newton. Newton feeds it off to Phelps. Phelps, little left foot drop punt pass was perfectly weighted. And he finds Nigel Kelly. Kelly goes on with it. Quickly be looking up there for Newton. Can't get his body to the front now. He does brilliantly. The handball over the top was great, but player had someone on him. Nicky Paul tries to get a handball out. He can't get it away. They're going to get out of trouble here through Baldock or Ettridge, it might have been back there.
Gum, I think.
Okay, I knew I'd get it wrong. Kim Newton takes the mark in the centre of the ground. He goes out to the outer side of the ground again and taking the mark at the back of the pack. Is that Sean Humby again? Gee,
Yes.
It's been good this quarter.
Yes, Humby and Phelps in the two big lifters for Elliston this quarter.
There's the kick to the space. Newton!
He's going to take one of those.
Has he got a leap or what? Couldn't take the mark. Ball kicked towards the centre of the ground. Players flying high, off hands. Here's a go now for Kane Williams, who's had a very good second quarter. Goes out wide looking for Kelly. He leads in the race for the ball. Well done, Kieran Barrett. That's a great duel out there between two young players. Barrett wins it on this occasion. Goes up towards the half-forward line. Baldock tries to tap it to his own advantage. Working hard at the back of the pack there is Mark Kenny, and he finds the sanctuary of the boundary line. Yes, that it means that it is out of bounds, Ian.
Thanks very much.
Boundary throw.
I've got to learn all these big words. So the boundary umpire throws it in now. Rucks go out, the ball comes down. Newton first to the ball, taps it around, gets the handball out, looking for Kane Williams, I thought it was there. But the ball close to the boundary line again. Wirrulla pick it up. Thompson looking it around, looking to set up him. Newton flies. Oh, has his head and takes the free kick. Kim Newton now, who has also played well for Elliston. Plenty of good Elliston players out there at the moment. He looks for the short pass, finds Kenny. Kenny handballs over the top to Kelly. Kelly to Kenny. This is getting easier for me. Kelly gets rid of the ball. No, the Wirrulla player keeps it in. Looks for Newchurch. Newchurch, the short pass to centre half forward, looking for Craig Johnson. Dunnett gets the ball now. 45 out. Looks for the short pass here, looking for Kelch. Oh, well done, Smart. Played it brilliantly in front. Now he's got a paddock. Looks out here for McFarlane. McFarlane, I'll back him here, no problems. He's a very good player. Goes on the left foot. Kicks it high centre half forward. Not a very well directed kick. Greg Burmo. Drops what he should have taken. Recovers though. Runs forward now. Has a bounce. Going slow motion here, Greg Burmo. Gets onto the left foot. Awkward looking kick, but it's going to find the man there, and it's Kieran Barrett. He's played very well for Wirrulla, this lad. He's done very, very well. In fact, I'd nominate him just about as their best player for Wirrulla at the moment. He's at centre half forward, about 40 yards straight out. Rupert, will you back him?
Yeah, I'll back him from there. He'll kick 40 metres, no worries at all.
I know he kicked the 40 metres. Will he kick it straight?
Well, they need him
to. Yeah, that's right. I reckon he
lines up, comes in now, left foot. Looks, no, he's faded that to the left, I would imagine.
Sure is.
And it's 1 point only when Wirrulla badly need goals. They trail 2 goals 7 to Elliston, 9 goal 3 on the Port Lincoln Woolworths scoreboard. Smart brings the ball in quickly. Looking over there for Kenny, is it? Pryor. Pryor goes out wide now, looking for Kelly. He's been on his own so much this quarter, this lad. Has a bounce, takes running. He's been chased hard, but it gets to clear looking for Stewart. Stewart takes a good mark. Good use of the ball there by Elliston again. Comes round on the left foot, looking in the middle end for Kenny. Kenny's run up the ground, and Kenny at centre half forward. He goes for another short pass. Who's he looking for here? It was not a very well directed kick, and that was a bit ambitious, that one there. And Johnson handballs the ball to Kelch. Kelch now nowhere to go. Gets it onto his feet, looking in the centre of the ground. Players meet the ball. Well done by Tom Felt. Picks it up beautifully. Runs around onto the left foot. Goes long. Looking for Johnny Newton. And Newton's up there.
It had to happen eventually, didn't it? He had to take one of them.
and again, Phelps in the middle. Didn't panic. Got around 2 players. Looked up forward and set it up for Johnny Newton to take the mark. 20 yards out, directly in front.
Definitely a contender for the Gary Owen Flowers and Fine Food Mark of the match. What an absolute beauty from Johnny Newton.
Well, he's been trying all match, so he had to get one.
I reckon that's the best mark all day so far.
Definitely. Lines up now. And the goal umpire says that's 1 goal, another one to Elliston. The Elliston crowd go crazy here. They now lead the Woolworths scoreboard. 10 goals 3, leading Wirrulla 2 goals 7. And Wirrulla really need to do something at this stage of the game. They're going to have to try and at least hold Elliston no more goals before half-time, regroup at half-time and come out with all guns blazing.
That's actually Johnny Newton's third goal this quarter, and he's been a really important player for them, Rupert.
That's right. And when he gets going, he kicks straight and he's fast and hard and does everything right.
Very good looking kick, actually. I like the way he kicks.
All right, ball back into the centre now. There's the bounce. Phelps has lifted this quarter too. Baldock, however, on this occasion gets it down, but Phelps gets a second pump on it up towards the forward zone, bursting his way through there as Great Batching has been far from Wirrulla's worst. Comes backwards to Kim Newton. Kim Newton up towards the forward zone. 2-on-2 battle. Newchurch just gets rid of his opponent with good body work and takes the mark. Comes across goal. The delivery was okay though. He finds Trevor March. In towards the centre of the ground. Be looking for Baldock here over the back. Can't take the mark. Kim Newton spoil well. Trying to force his way through. There was a Wirrulla player fighting hard for the footy, Nicky Paul. But he's given away the free kick in the process. And there is the siren to signify half-time. And couldn't have come any quicker for Wirrulla. They really needed that siren to blow. They could have done with it about 5 minutes earlier. That was a very, very important quarter for Elliston. They played superb football. They kicked 5 goals, won that quarter. And Wirrulla could manage just 2 behinds, and at half-time they've just about blown this game wide apart. They lead at 10-3, 63 to Wirrulla 2-7-19. Goal scorers to half-time. Well, it's a very short list for Wirrulla, but a bit of a longer list for Elliston. They're patting themselves on the back as they come off the ground. They've just got to remember there's still another 60 minutes of football left, and they really need to keep focused for the second half, because this Wirrulla side is a very good team, and even though they're a long way down, they're certainly not out of it. Those goal scorers: Johnny Newton has 3, 2 to Rodney Hutchinson, singles to Sean Humby, Nicky Paul, Nick Hurrell, Bobby Thompson and Tom Phelps. And the short list, sorry, Ian.
I was just going to give you some best players for Elliston. Oh, you do the goal kickers there. And
I'll just do the very short goal kicking list for Wirrulla. It's Michael Baldock and Glenn Kelch, unchanged from quarter time. Elliston's better players. Who's impressed you, Ian?
None better than Tom Phelps, in my opinion. I think he's played a fantastic game. His experience, his use of every time he has put his hand on the ball, an Elliston player's got it in front of him, and he's set so much up. He's been terrific. Sean Humby's that quarter, I thought was absolutely... it doesn't matter how sick he is, he says he's going to win a grand final here. And you can see his desperation. He's at the ball all the time, and he's done a fantastic job. I think Kim Newton's played very well. The back line for Elliston's also been terrific. Andrew Kenny's done a great job back there. I like McFarlane's played well. Young Nigel Kelly's been loose time and time again on his half-forward flank. You can go through many more of them. Any more you can point out.
All ready to start the third quarter, and a big effort is needed from Wirrulla if they're to get back in the premiership hunt. Here's the bounce. Phelps, Baldock wins it slightly, comes down to Humby, gets a little kick around the corner up towards half forward. Olsen trying to work his body to the front of the pack. He gets it there now. Oh, is met solidly by Hazelgrove coming out of nowhere. Whistle on play though. And Olsen's getting a free kick.
Lucky free kick.
Hazelgrove's just come onto the ground by the look of it.
Yes.
Olsen now comes broadcast side with the kick. He's looking for Baldock, sets himself. Humby spoils well from behind. Ball down to the foot of the pack. Running onto it here is Barrett, who's been terrific. Gets a kick, but just couldn't keep it in play. Out of bounds on the full.
Ettridge is back in the Sanchez.
Oh, I don't know. He slipped all in the first quarter. Here's the kick up towards half forward. Olsen gets his body to the front of the pack. Comes back to the back of the pack there where Peter Gunn gets it out wider. Wirrulla now working the ball through Barrett towards the wing position. Darryl Dunnett should be able to run onto this. Ettridge tries to shepherd for him, but guess what? He slips over. Dunnett takes a second bounce. He is in trouble. Here is dispossessed. Can he pick up the loose ball himself? Slaps it out wide for Curtis Tuna. Tuna inside 50. Handball over the top. He'll be looking here for Craig Johnson in the pocket. Craig Johnson snap on goal. Guess who's in the last line of defence? It's been fantastic, Butch Smart. Out wide with the kick. Making the leap from his Craig McFarlane, takes the mark. McFarlane long towards the wing. At the back of the pack, making good position there is Craig Stewart, and he takes the mark. Craig Stewart on the outer wing. On he goes now. Kicks into the man on the mark. Tries to follow it up. Little soccer kick through. Running onto that loose ball out there might have been Craig Johnson or Shane Kelch. Is a long way away.
Young Kim
Johnson, I think you'll find.
Okay.
He's only an under 15s player, Kim Johnson.
Oh, got a fair bit of footy in front of him then.
Boundary throw in on the outer wing. Boundary umpire has the footy now. There's the throw in high over the back. Phelps gets the ball down to ground. Player dragged off his handball. Falls into the arms of Phelps again. Long towards half forward in the van, and taking the mark at the back of the pack there is Burgoyne. Burgoyne on half back. Goes the little short chip pass inboard and finds Barrett. Definitely been Wirrulla's best.
Yeah, Tom Phelps has started off very well again in this quarter.
Barrett goes the short pass again. Gee, I don't know the value in this. They're a long way down. They need long kicks, I would have thought. Gunn has taken the mark. He goes in towards the centre of the ground where Burgoyne takes it. Hits the ground running. Burgoyne, little chip kick. Looking for Great Batch. Great Batch is cleaned up as he gets rid of the footy, and a free kick downfield will be paid. And taking that free kick downfield might be Shane Kelch this time. Here's the kick from Kelch. Be looking for the big fella up there. The mobility is a problem for him. Oh, great tackle. Dispossessed was Craig Johnson there, and will pay the penalty for incorrect disposal. Oh, shocking kick off the side of the boot close to the boundary line. Will probably end up over that boundary line. It does, as Jamie Tommy tracks it out of bounds for a boundary throw in.
And we've got the boundary umpire throws the ball in now. Phelps again attacks the ball, dumps it another 15 yards to Elliston's direction. And this player is definitely by far best on ground. He is playing a great game, is Tommy Phelps. He'll go at it again with Bulldog. Throw in favours Kelch again. Thumps it another 10 yards. And here now, Kimmy Newton clear, picks up the ball, has an ordinary kick up forward, looking for John Newton. Good spoil there from Kelch. Ball goes into the pocket. Hazelgrove's about 10 or 15 yards clear, but the ball beats him out of bounds. And it's in the right forward pocket for Elliston. They had a bit of a chance there, but Newton's disposal wasn't that flash. Boundary umpire throws the ball in now. It's Bobby Thompson goes up. Oh, over the back was Tommy. Goes into John Newton's hands. Kicks it off the ground. Can't take it. Wirrulla get the ball out. Handballs over to Olsen. And the ball's tapped again out of play. Oh, Burgoyne and Kim Newton have a bit of a talk there. A bit of a few friendlies and a few how do you do's. The umpire now takes the ball, throws it in, gets on with the game. Ball goes up high. Oh, good hands there by the Wirrulla player. Tommy tries to take the ball out of his hand. Hazelgrove's in there, stacks on the middle, and I'm sure the umpire will have a bounce about 20 out directly from the Elliston goal. Umpire bounces the ball. Looks like Bobby Thompson. No, Tommy going to take the ruck. Bad bounce. Oh, over the top, yes. And he has a free kick. No, yes, that's what I thought. He is going to the Elliston player. It's going in Tomney. Tomney's got a kick now about 20 yards out. Michael Baldock, I thought, came all over the top of his head there. And that looks like Kim Newton in trouble, is it? Got a bit of a kick to the midsection, I believe, or maybe a fraction lower, Tony. I'm sure he'll be right tonight, though, if they win the premiership. Tomney lining up now, 20 yards out, and it's straight through the middle. And Elliston get the first goal of the second half. And that's a very, very important goal for Elliston there, Rupert. I think that really is what they needed.
Yeah, that's what they really need, and I think they're going to seal this game up fairly quick in this quarter the way they're going.
Well, they lead now 11 goals 3 to 2 goals 7 on the Lincoln Woolworth scoreboard. And there's that song again, Tony. We'll just let the...
actually, hang on, have a listen.
Well, there you go. And they're enjoying this as Elliston have a very comfortable lead. The umpire bounces in the centre now. Phelps, bounce favours Phelps. He grabs the ball out the air, gets it onto his left foot, out onto the half-forward flank. Looks like Nicky Paul picks it up beautifully, leading the race of the ball, kicks it back into the centre, looking for Humby. He can't take it. Baldock has a go of it. Bobby Thompson misses it. Comes on to Kieran Williams. He looks out wide here for Tomney. Oh, can't bounce eludes him. The Olsen gets in. Oh, gets a great bump out there by Hazelgrove. Great handball there. Did it very, very well, but unfortunately Sean Humby couldn't finish off again. It was terrific work by Hazelgrove then. Took the player out, took the ball, and the handball was very, very quick.
Very handy man coming off the bench, eh?
Yeah, did it very, very well. Looks as though he is a good player. Now, is it Kelch to bring the ball back in?
Yep.
Kelch, looking for options. Hasn't got too many. Not many players running. Going for the short one now to young Johnson. Kim Johnson gets onto his right foot, plays on. goes out wide out the centre wing. They've gone very wide. Phelps can't take it at the second grab, and the ball goes over the boundary line on the the left forward pocket for Elliston. The crowd now very hushed. I would think that they're really hoping that Wirrulla come back in and make a bit of a game of it. The ball's thrown in. Phelps again gets his fist to the ball, and it goes out of bounds. He has just jumped and jumped and jumped.
Actually, the crowd just to my right aren't hoping that at all either.
The ball's thrown in again. Phelps again. No, Bulldog gets a big tap this time, and he has the same result, but gains about 15 or 20 yards for Wirrulla, and it's right in front of the light poles there on centre wing. Boundary umpire about to bring the ball back in. Baldock and Phelps will go at it again. The ball's thrown in, and it's a bit of a stalemate. The ball comes down. Not sure who that was. Wirrulla gets the ball. Looks like done it now. Oh, drops what he should have taken. McFarlane gets lead. Gets the handball out to Humby. Humby kicks it up very quickly. Kelch well in front. Takes a strong mark. 15 yards in front of Johnny Newton then. He goes around, swings around onto his right foot, plays on, kicks it out wide, looking again there for Barrett, and he does it very, very well. This Barrett's played very well, been very impressed with him. Swings onto his left foot. Oh, he's looking across into the centre. No, can't make up his mind. Kicks straight down now, down the wing area, looking for Dunnett, but it's, oh, yes, there's a free kick there, definite free kick. Dunnett did not go the ball at all. And I can't see who
Nick
that
Thompson,
is.
I think.
Nick Thompson. Yeah, right. He gets the ball back onto the centre wing again, looking for and finding. That's that Kieran Williams again. It was a very good mark when he gets in front, sticks those arms up, takes a very good mark. Looks for the short one now, looking for Bobby Thompson, and he takes the mark in front, despite the efforts to spoil from Olsen. About 55 yards out now. He's looking in there, looking long, gets it into the centre of the ground, and Newchurch will take an easy mark on his chest. Pretty ordinary kick, that one. Now Newchurch looking for options, looking for the short one. Oh, the Elliston player and the Elliston player didn't go. Oh, good handball from Hazelgrove onto Nicky Kelly, and he has missed. Nigel Kelly, and he unfortunately has missed. But it's another point to Elliston, and they're doing all the attacking, Tony. They look the better side at this stage.
Certainly do. Kelch kicks in wide to the outer side of the ground. Had a player on his own. The kick had too much carry on it. Leading at the back of the pack is Kim Newton. He picks it up now. Goes one way, then the other. Wheels around onto the right boot. The drop punt in towards Sean Humby as metres to the clear there of Peter Gowan. He takes the mark. Onto the right boot. The short pass to the lead of Newton is perfect. And Johnny Newton takes the mark.
Sean definitely wasn't going to have a shot for goal.
No, I think he might have lost a bit of confidence in his goal kicking, but this bloke can kick him from anywhere. John Newton has 3 already. I was checking because I've missed the first goal kicker.
Tomney.
Sorry?
Tomney
it was, thank you very much, yes. Oh, I've missed it. John Newton. I was eating that dipstick that you brought me back. It was very nice, actually. And he comes now. John Newton. Low trajectory drop punt. That looks pretty good. He's dodged it. He's a beautiful kick. John Newton. He's fourth. And Elliston are blowing this grand final right apart. And I tell you what, they just keep this intensity up and the hard work rate on the ball, Rupert, and they'll be taking the premiership with them.
Yeah, I think so. They really started off well again since half-time. And Johnny Newton doesn't miss too many from anywhere when he's that close to range.
Well, I don't think he's missed one at all today. I think he's had the 4 shots and the other one fell short. So I think it's looking pretty ominous for the Wirrulla Footy Club at the moment.
Pull back into the centre for another bounce. Baldock and Phelps. Phelps has been brilliant. Gets the ball down to ground. Humby again feeds the handball out wide. He'll be looking here for Williams. Williams tries to run on it. Tries to force his way through. Ball comes back to Humby. He's pushed off the kick. Handball, outlet handball now to Great Batch it is. Great Batch up towards the forward zone. They're just behind their opponents, Wirrulla. Handball comes over the top. Was looking on that occasion for Phelps. He's beaten to it. Little handball's blocked by Baldock. Was good play. Handball again over the top. Etheridge tries to force his body in. Steve Baldock bursts his way through. Gets a handball out again to best man on the ground for Wirrulla and Barrett. Barrett a little chip past Phelps. That's good play. He'll get a free kick too.
Yeah.
Etheridge interfering with Phelps as he went to spoil, and was a little bit undisciplined then. He could have just let that go. It was going out of bounds anyway. Here's the kick from Phelps up towards the forward zone. Players set themselves in from the side. Humby couldn't take the mark. Oh, he traps the ball again superbly. Handball comes out backwards. Great batch, can't pick it up. That's great play, Kim Newton. He's well tackled though. It's pretty tight in the clinches in there. Finally, Baldock. That Steve Baldock comes out with it up towards the forward zone and taking the mark.
Andrew Kenny.
And dealt with. But he'll take the kick. Actually, umpire just whistling play to a stop. Now the kick comes across and finds Phelps.
Yeah, the shooter certainly lost his cool. He's not being very disciplined out there at the moment.
Oh, the kick, the mark is dropped, an absolute sitter, but it comes backwards now to Stewart. Stewart goes long towards half forward in front, Humby, and Elliston are playing right over the top of them, and the Wirrulla boys starting to argue amongst one another. Kick up into the forward line. Tomney leads in the race.
Did it well.
Clever knock back. Finds Hazelgrove. Wanted to pass it off. Now he's forced to have a shot on goal. He's done it. That's a magnificent goal, Hazelgrove. And yet Rupert's already writing down. I won't distract you from your writing task there. That was a terrific goal, wasn't it, Ian?
Settled himself beautifully, saw the player coming at him, waited, got around him beautifully and just popped it through on his left foot. It was on the right side of the goal for a left footer and did it very, very nicely. He's been a great asset since he's come on. And I mean, great, you have to give the coach a bit of credit there. He's brought him on, sitting on the bench for a half, and he's come in and he said, I'm going to be part of this grand final, and he's done very, very well.
There's the bounce back in the centre. Phelps again wins it yet again. He's really playing well. The ball comes out from Burgoyne now. Handball to no one in particular. Players fighting hard at the fall of the ball. Dunnett gets it now. He's taken off the footy. Whistle on play. Advantage is paid, and Elliston just burst through the centre again. Up towards the half forward zone. At the back. Forward into his arms. He's played on now quickly as this Humby again. He wouldn't kick it from there.
Oh, it's a post. The umpire actually called him play on. He said the ball was touching the air. So
Smith back on the ground too, replacing Ettridge, and I hope Ettridge is going off to change those sneakers.
Yes, well, it's not doing him any good. Newchurch to bring the ball back in now for Wirrulla, looking for and finding Barrett. He's played very well, this lad. Swings onto his left foot, looking out wide here for Great Batch. Great Batch drops the mark. Nigel Kelly, first of the ball, fumbles, overruns it. Back on it again, and the ball goes out of bounds. Steve Baldock tried to take it away from him, couldn't do it. The ball's thrown in, and Phelps again takes a tap again. He's been amazing. Tomney knocks the ball forward. Craig Stewart, Shepherd's well. Tomney on his own, clear. Looks on the left foot, looking for Newton. Oh, he can't quite hold the mark. Recovers quickly. On over the shoulder, and he's fantastic goal over the shoulder. Waited for the player to swing him around, threw it onto the boot, and through she went. Great goal. That's going to be in line for the goal of the day, which is the Wudinna News Agency in Hardwick. There's given you something there to think about. The two goals that have been kicked today, the left footer up here, and that one from Newton.
That was really inspirational, wasn't it?
Oh, that was just sensational. They are running right over the
top. That's John Newton's fifth goal, and Elliston at this stage lead 14 goals 6 to 2 goals 7 on the Woolly scoreboard. The umpire's got the ball back in the centre now. Elliston running away with this game. The ball favours Baldock, gets it down. Greg Burgoyne can't take possession. Elliston in there in front again. McFarlane loses the ball. Goes out again. Burgoyne fighting half the ball. Gets it onto the left foot and looks out and finds Steve Baldock. Baldock plays onto the right foot, straight up the middle of the ground. Players set themselves. Elliston in front was Kenny. He can't take it. Oh, the player pushed off the ball there from Wirrulla. He's still fighting in hard there. Wirrulla pack develops, and there's numbers everywhere, and the umpire decides I'll have the ball. He's about to bounce now on the centre square area for Wirrulla. The ball bounces. Phelps again thumps the ball hard. Nicky Paul leading in the race to the ball with Kim Newton. Newton takes the ball, gets it onto his left foot, doesn't go very far. Wirrulla player in Baldock chases hard for the ball, picks it up cleanly, very good pickup, and drives long along the wing. But Pryor, yes, the umpire's paid the mark, and Pryor, or free kick, whichever. Pryor will take the kick now on the half-back flank for Elliston. Their defence has been terrific. Looks for the short pass, daisy cutter there, picked up beautifully by McFarlane. Onto his unnatural right foot, looking out here and finds Nigel Kelly. Done very well, this lad as well. Only looks a young lad. Handball, put it back from McFarlane. He runs around again, gets onto the right foot. Looks out wide here, looking for Newton. Oh, he gets a shove. Oh, call play on. No, umpire stopped it.
Yeah, I think Shane Kelch might have cause to complain a little there. It was well done, but he certainly
definite push out. Should have been a free kick there.
Well, Newton's in a bit of trouble here. He got met solidly. He was invited to play on. He took up the invitation, and now Kelch and his Elliston opponent having...
Sean Humby having a word.
Well, I don't know why they're having a word to Kelch, because he's not the one who...
Newchurch was the one. He's back in the forward pocket there.
Put himself in the right spot.
He ran away from the action pretty quick.
No, he said, I'll let them sort it out. I don't want anything to do with it.
Well, Johnny Newton now will take another shot on goal. Be going for his 6th.
Yes, but again, this will test him. He's kicked them very accurately from close in. This will be interesting to see what he's like from about... he'll kick from just inside the 50. Lining up now. Plenty of leads. Tom Phelps leading there. Comes in. And it's gone to the left. Yes, and it's 1 point. But again, it's Elliston's doing all the attacking. They lead 14 goals 7 to Wirrulla 2 goals 7 on the Woolworths scoreboard.
Here's the kick in now from Newchurch. He's looking for Barrett, and Barrett takes the mark. Barrett on half back. Looking for someone to kick to. Elects to go for Baldock, who was out of position. Pulls it back to McFarlane. McFarlane, off he goes. Geez, impressive. There's the pass, looking for Newton. Set himself well for the ball, but couldn't complete the mark. Comes to the back of the pack. Here's a go now for Trevor March. Close to the boundary line. He's under pressure. There's 3 Wirrulla players, but somehow Elliston have come out with a footy. No, dragged off it now. And again, this is Nicky Paul up there. Finally whistle on play, but they should pay the advantage, and they do. Looks like Baldock, who's come out of defence there up towards the outer wing position, tracking the ball close to the boundary line. They managed to keep it in. This is Agars. Agars comes inboard with the kick, finds Burgoyne. Burgoyne now onto the left, inboard for Dunnett. Dunnett can run, but he elects to go with the long boot, looking for Smith. Smith can't take it. Curtis Tuner at the back of the pack trying to get the free kick. None forthcoming. Comes now to Smith again. Somehow gets the boot to ball. Wobbles to the forward pocket, but I thought there must have been a whistle on play, the way that Smart approached that football. But
no, went out of bounds. It was already out when he got there. It was
already out when he got there, that's okay. Hard to see the boundary line from where we are. Kelch grabs the footy out of the air, but again Elliston defend grimly. Handball back to Phelps. Phelps over the top. Be looking here for Andrew Kenny. Kenny's got a bit of space. Goes with the right foot drop punt. Might have had a bit too much carry. No, it was perfect. And taking the mark in front is Jamie Tomney. Tomney onto the left with a little short chip kick, and he's found Bobby Thompson. Bobby Thompson. Newton doubles back. He'll go to fly over the top, you better believe it. Thought he might have, could have been penalised there. Gets the ball onto the boot. They should rush it through. Can they get a hand on it? They just... But a desperate defence from Peter Gum there manages to force that through for a behind. I thought he might have put his opponent out of the contest there, Newton, when he went for the mark.
Yes, didn't really get the fly that he wanted, I don't think. Didn't have enough of a run up and didn't do much at all.
Kelch now. Out of side with the kick. He'll be looking for Burgoyne, who's made good position, but he drops the mark. Pressure will come now from Kane Williams. Burgoyne does well, breaks the tackle. The kick to no one, nowhere, but there's a whistle on play, and Burgoyne was dumped after he got rid of the football, and taking the free kick will be Trevor March.
Okay, Trevor March now to bring the ball out of defence for Wirrulla. Looks into the centre of the ground, looking for Olsen up there. Phelps again punches the ball away, but it goes to Agars. Agars slips over, takes an eternity to get with it. Olsen picks up the loose ball, kicks it high in the air out wide. Pryor, and I think that was Mail. And the ball goes out of bounds. No free kick. Mail's picked up a free kick here. The umpire said he was pushed in the back. Mail to take the kick now. Brings it into the centre half forward position. Tuna and Kenny, but Kenny is too strong. Kenny definitely too strong for Tuna there. Oh, then kicks it out wide. Nigel Kelly takes the ball. It plays on. He's attacked hard, but gets rid of the ball quickly. Oh, Tom there, good mark. Yes, umpires paid the mark. Elliston growing in stature as the game goes on. No, you can't do that, lad.
He thought about the handball when he was over the mark.
He definitely did.
And looks for the short one and finds Kim Newton. Kim Newton now 55 yards out. Looking for John Newton. Kicks the ball in that direction. Newton flies, misses. The ball goes over the back. He recovers again, Newton. He's got some good recovery, this Newton. On to Hazel Ray. Oh, he's gone and should be penalised for holding the ball, and is. Wanted to get that, just that yard clear. There's another fight off the ball now. Newchurch again is involved in the skirmish. And It looks like an Elliston player or a Wirrulla player down.
And in a bit of trouble too.
The ball comes out now by Bulldog, looking for Greg Burgoyne. Can't hold the mark again. Oh, he's paid the mark. He gets up, plays on. Left foot into the middle of the air. Done it again.
Barrett down too. Barrett's in real trouble.
Done it again, looking and finds Craig Johnson. Johnson kicks high, but again, Kenny. Is it Kenny this time again? Yes, it is Kenny again.
I think they might nearly have to stop this.
Kicks out,
stretcher on the ground.
kicks out right here, looking for McFarlane. I like this play. He looks very good. Takes off, goes around back onto the right foot again. He's very quick. Looking for Kim Newton. He can't grab the ball, and the ball goes out of bounds right in front of the contrary position.
Shane Kelch coming off the ground with what looks like an ankle injury, and Barrett in real trouble down there in the forward pocket.
Yeah, right back. The ball's thrown in now. Goes to Tuna. Tuna runs away from his opponent, looking for the short lead, but it's a terrible kick. Kicks it straight to Pryor. Pryor on the left foot, plays on, looking for and finds Craig Stewart. Stewart could have had a bounce and run in, but he's elected to play on. Newton drops the mark, recovers, gets back on his feet. Breaks the tackle, throws the ball in the air. But Steve Bulldog comes out with the ball. Handball on to Trevor March. March kicks out wide, looking for Agars. Agars in front. Ball comes into the front of the pack. Williams gets the ball over, looking for and finds Humby. He should play on. Oh no, he's gone back again.
I think they might nearly have to stop it now. They're calling for the stretcher in the forward pocket for Barrett, who's in quite a degree of trouble up there. The umpire, I don't know whether he's realised what's going on up there, but Barrett has been...
Yes, they've realised now. They're going to hold the game up. The stretcher will come out for Barrett. I didn't see what happened, Tony. Did you see the incident?
Didn't catch it at all. Rupert, did you get any sight of it?
That was very, very disappointing to lose a player like him, because he's been playing well for them.
Easily the best player. Humby about to kick from 50 yards out, lines up the goals, runs it, high kick, won't make the distance, up into the square. Fred Watson fists the ball out of bounds. There'll be a throw in now in the left forward pocket for Elliston. Boundary umpire throws the ball in. Up they go. Phelps again punches the ball forward, but he punches it straight out of bounds again. And we'll have a repeat dose in exactly the same spot in this left forward pocket for Elliston. Boundary umpire now throws the ball in. The ruckmen go at it. Baldock and Phelps. Phelps grabs the ball, can't quite pick it up. And the Wirrulla player in Johnson takes the ball out of bounds. About 15 yards away from the goal. Umpire throws the ball in. Phelps grabs the ball again this time, and he has a left foot kick, but it only goes a few metres and out of bounds. I think that was Bobby Thompson actually, not Tom Phelps. The umpire again, bit of a stalemate here. The umpire throws it in again. Ball comes down the ground. Players dive in the ball. Ball into the pack, comes out. Wirrulla can't get it out. Elliston tackling ferociously in there, and the umpire says, "My ball, boys. We'll have a repeat dose and we'll bounce it again." There's 10 or 15 players. Wirrulla trying to clear this ball out of the area. Phelps again wins the tap, but it goes to Dunnett. Dunnett can't take hold of the ball. That looks like Bulldog, is it? He can. He gets it on to Peter Gum. Gum goes around looking for a short one. Well spoilt there by the Elliston player. And Kim Newton picks the ball up, looks for the short one. Elliston can't take the mark. Bulldog gets the ball out, looks for Olsen. Olsen gets it out to Newchurch. Newchurch clear now, has one fence. Handballs the ball on to Greg Burgoyne. Burgoyne turns onto his left foot, takes a run, gets around the Elliston player, has a bounce. Gets around Kelly, good tackle Kelly. Elliston player, now that's young Male, he can't pick up the ball. Elliston Wirrulla knocked the ball out. Kenny grabs it hard, throws the ball out in front of him, handballs again. Players fly for the ball, goes back to Wirrulla again. He kicks the ball up into the full forward area, looking for Kelch and Smart. Smart scores the ball away well. Agars will be first to recover, picks up the ball, swings onto the right foot, looks for the short one, but doesn't make it. Smart again, very, very good play. You'd call that smart play. And the ball goes out to the half forward, looking for McFarlane. Picks the ball up cleanly, gets it on to Nicky Paul. Nicky Paul looking out wide. We'll find, yes, he finds Stewart, I would imagine it would be. Craig Stewart plays on quickly onto the right foot. Wobbly old kick, looking for Kim Newton, won't find the player. Humby there, gets rid of the ball. Yes, and Humby takes the free kick, plays on, swings onto the right foot, high into the forward line. All Elliston here. And Fred Watson takes the mark. Looks out here onto the left-hand side, and it's is it Baldock?
Yeah.
Baldock gets it onto his left foot. Oh, terrible kick, straight down the throat of Nigel Kelly. Played a great game. He kicks it back from whence it came. That's one of Tony's. And looks at, great mark. Bobby Thompson, I would imagine. Yes, good mark. Look at the short one, Newton. Oh, could not hold on to that one. The Wirrulla player kicks it out wide in Peter Gum, looking for Agars, but the ball has gone out of bounds in the left forward pocket for Elliston.
Just an update on Kieran Barrett was taken straight off the ground and straight back into the rooms. And Kelch looks like he might be okay now. And Watson will come off, be replaced by Kelch. Here's the throw-in. Down to the foot of the pack. Dunnett tries to pick it up. He can't do so. Quick handball comes out to Humby. Weekly gets the ball onto the boot. A high rainmaker up into the forward pocket. No one can mark, and we'll have another boundary throw-in. Only about 10 metres around from the point post. Here's the throw-in now. Ruckman set themselves, thumped further afield by Baldock. It's a loose ball, handball backwards by Elliston, and they're in the van again. Huge thumping kick up into the forward line. Players set themselves, but in front taking the mark. The man has just come back on the ground, Kelch. He gets it off quickly, and again,
brilliant.
That was superb play by McFarlane. If he kicks that, it's the goal of the day. He has.
He's done it. Oh,
magnificent football.
What a goal.
Oh. That's worth the admittance money just to see that. That was sensational.
Attacked the ball at 100 miles an hour, took it clean, ran straight past the Wirrulla player, 35 yards out, again in the left-hand pocket, left footer. Great goal, absolutely. You've got another one there to put in your book there. The goal of the day is going to be very hard to pick. There's been a couple of beauties here today, Rupert.
Yeah, you're dead right there, Ian. I'll tell you what, they're getting harder and harder to pick.
they keep bobbing up with them, don't they?
That's right.
All right, here's the bounce back in the centre. Baldock and Phelps. Phelps gets a backhander. No one can pick up the footy, trying to force their way through the pack. Wirrulla just thump it further afield. Running onto it now is Pryor. Can he pick it up? Gets a handle on it. No. Loses it again in the tackle. Player forced to the ground there for Wirrulla. No free kick forthcoming. Comes out again. The tackling is ferocious. Eventually the ball falls to Kane Williams. Can he get it away? He wheels around onto the right boot now. High kick up onto the outer side of the ground, and Phelps takes the mark. He handballs on further afield to Pryor. Pryor running along the outer wing.
The siren.
Oh, there is the siren. Couldn't hear it. That was the Elliston cheer squad doing an enormous job. And that is a very, very important quarter there for Elliston. There is no way known Wirrulla can come home from here. At three-quarter time, they held Wirrulla scoreless in that third quarter. They are still 2-7-19, and Elliston 15-8-98. Elliston banged on 5 goals, 5 in that third quarter to make it 15-8-98, and a very, very impressive performance. Goal scorers to three-quarter time. Johnny Newton has 5. 2 goals to Rodney Hutchinson. And then singles to Sean Humby, Nicky Paul, Darren Hazelgrove, Mick Hurrell, Craig McFarlane, Bobby Thompson, Tom Phelps and Jamie Tomney. It's been a very, very dirty afternoon for Wirrulla. Michael Baldock and Glenn Kelch are their only goal scorers. And I'd hazard a guess that it would be probably, they would have gone 2 quarters and probably 10 minutes without scoring a goal.
Yeah,
that's right.
I reckon probably the 20-minute mark or thereabouts of the first quarter would have been their last goal.
Yes, Elliston have just dominated all over the ground, and I'm just trying to pick out the best players. I don't know about you, Rupert, but I've still plummeted for Tom Phelps. Again, he just jumped in the air with a rucking, worked around the ground, and just dished out the ball time and time again to the Elliston players.
Yeah, he's done nothing wrong, Tom. He's really played well. He's really led from himself, and the rest of the team. He's a good leader. And
they told me at half-time that Sean Humby was out dead on his feet. He was totally exhausted. Well, he hasn't done bad for a lad that's totally exhausted. Must have picked up another 9 or 10 possessions in that quarter, and still did it fantastically well.
That's right, Ian. He's a good player too, isn't he?
Yes.
And that young Nigel Kelly on the wing, he hasn't done nothing wrong either.
He's played a great game. You also look at, who have I got here? Craig McFarlane has impressed me. His pace, he's very quick. Gets the ball and takes off and uses the ball well. You've got, again, Smart just shut down Kelch. He's nonplussed him totally.
Yeah, that's right. And you've got the Kenny boys running off the half-back line there. They're playing really good back-up.
Yeah, I've got Mark Kenny and Andrew Kenny both here. done terrific jobs. Look, as we said, you know, Bobby Thompson's done well at centre half forward. Pryor. What about we mentioned before?
Kimmy Newton.
Kimmy Newton played a great game, and Daryl Hazelgrove that came off the interchange bench. They all want to be in this act. They all want to say, and I'm sure he's saying, guys, let's get some pride. Let's put our, you know, effort in and do the best we can and take something away from the game.
All right, 15-8-98 to 2-7-19, three-quarter time in the 1995 Midwest Grand Final. Take a short break and be back with final quarter action in just a few moments' time. Well, mate, I don't think you'll have very long this quarter, so maybe if you want to get rid of Cootie when you can. And then when he's finished, just come back to us. I don't think there'll be much. That was a really short three-quarter time break. What's that? On the bench.
How can I turn this up? I can't hear the radio in this here at all. Can you hear, Lincoln?
Can we have a request at the end of the game to have simply the best put on, please?
There's nothing I can do about it.
Can't you tell him?
Rogers,
I can tell him, but he's got to stick to a format.
Yeah, I know that, but can you...
I'll mention it down the line to him. Calling it. Ready to go. And yes, the game has restarted. The final quarter as Wirrulla move into attack. Done it now. On half forward, dodges around the man in front of him, gets one bounce. Short little chip kick up further afield. This is Curtis Tuner inside 50 into the open goal. Curtis Tuner, that's the start they needed.
It certainly is. Much better football.
Should have started earlier, shouldn't it? That's a lot better.
Well, it was a really fluid attacking move, and it's with football like that they obviously made their way into the grand final. That's Curtis Tuner's first and their first goal since the first quarter. They really needed that one, and they move now to 3-7, trailing Elliston 15-8 on the Woolworths Port Lincoln scoreboard. Ball back into the centre of the ground. Ready to restart proceedings. Very, very quick opening goal.
Ginge.
Here's the bounce now. Phelps and Baldock. Thump further afield. Wirrulla in the run of the footy now. No one can pick it up. Finally bursting his way through there was Humby. Again, gee, he's been good. Boots it into the forward line, but Burgoyne mops up onto the left boot. Kicks across goal and finds Baldock. That's Steve Baldock who marks. Steve Baldock on half back. Kicks long towards the wing position. Be looking there for Ettridge. Played 1 quarter in the boots and 3 quarters in the runners. Here's the kick now from Ettridge. Up forward. Players set themselves. Kelch can't complete the mark. Smart thumps it further afield. Tuner forcing the ball along in front of him. Chipping in there was Kim Newton. Kicked off the ground by Pryor twice. Comes out now towards Michael Baldock. He can't pick it up. The pressure is intense out there. Kicks it off the ground, Michael Baldock. Good spoil at the back there from Kane Williams. Players fighting hard for possession of the footy. Running around, can't pick it up. It's clean bowled in there, great batch. It's slapped out of that pack area towards Kane Williams. He picks it up now. Players are starting to get a bit tired. Kane Williams, the kick to space is magnificent. Kelly can run onto this now. He's got pace, Kelly. Off he goes. Handballs it along in front of himself. Chipping in there now is Newchurch. That was good play. Newchurch handballs it out wider. Looking for Olsen. Olsen back over the top to Newchurch. Newchurch now should go with the right foot drop punt. He does. Oh, the chip kick was just a little bit too short for his teammate in there. Done it now. Gets a handball further out. But whistle on play. Might have gone out of bounds, I think. Yep, that's what the boundary umpire is saying. Boundary throw-in on the outer half-forward flank for Wirrulla. Here's the throw-in now. Down to the foot of the pack. Darryl done it. Clever. Can't get it away though. Dragged off the footy and he didn't have it. I thought he could have got a free kick there. Comes out now to Kim Newton. He's well shepherded. Gets a little chip kick in. It was too short. Phelps, great handball. Somehow got it out there. Now it's fed further afield towards Andrew Kenny. He goes long towards, it was in the direction of Hazelgrove. Can't take the mark. Taps it on for Nigel Kelly. Around his body, Nigel Kelly into a vacant half-forward line. But it's bounced, pitched, and gone out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Would have nearly brought up a divot, that one. Foot of the pack, here's Ettridge. Handball to, well, no one really. It comes to Michael Baldock. He got a fit of the fumbles just as he was about to get rid of the footy. And they lock it in for another bounce on the outer side of the ground. Can you see it over there, Ian, or do you want me to take it?
Yeah, I think you better take it. It's a long way over
All
there.
right, not a problem. Bounce on the outer side of the ground in the outer wing. Now the man who invented binoculars deserves a medal. Comes down now to where Craig Stewart gets a quick kick out of the congestion. No one can mark. Oh, geez, been good, Nigel Kelly. Kick to the space. A defence run onto it through Olsen. That was a good handball. Little chip kick in towards the centre of the ground again. Great batch running onto it. Slaps it further afield, but it comes in the end, ends up with Nick Thompson. Nick Thompson, little handball. Oh, he's done it again, McFarlane. This guy is something else. His little kick towards the half-forward line. Players set themselves. Burgoyne from behind. Good tackle on Nicky Paul. Paul shepherds. Burgoyne tries to go off the ground. They've got the numbers now. McFarlane picks it up again. Little chip kick is superb.
And Humby now, centre half forward, looks for the short one again. Looking and finds Tom Phelps, a lovely pass. Tom Phelps, about 55 out. Newton looking for the lead. Phelps, yes, goes short now to the lead of Newton. Beautifully put, absolutely spot on. Newton waited and knew exactly where Phelps was going to go. And he put it to Newton, lace out. Excellent football. Newton now 25 yards out, about a 45-degree angle lining up. I'd have to back him on here, watching him kick earlier in the day from about this distance. You'd have to say this is going to be just about... No, oh, is it swung back enough? No, the umpire's called 1 point only. Newton's not very happy with the decision from what I can gather.
Put the moz on him, didn't you, Ian?
Yes, oh, well, it always happens. That's what commentators are here for. Now Kelch to bring the ball back in. Looking short there for Newchurch. Newchurch slaps it forward, chases up his own knock. Shepherded there by Baldock, but Elliston come out with the ball. Newton, short passes, beautifully done. Excellent work by Newton there. Look for Phelps. Unselfish again there, Ruben. Excellent work.
Yeah, he's a good team player.
Yeah.
And a good kicker of goals.
Yeah, did it very, very well. Phelps now dead in front, 15 yards out, or metres I'm supposed to say these days, aren't I? I'm sorry. Back in the old day, comes in, bang, through the middle, and there's a nail in the coffin there. If it wasn't already there, it certainly is now with that goal to Phelps, and it just helps Phelps, I think, put another in the nail for his coffin for best on ground, in my opinion. He's played a fantastic game.
Something special, hasn't he?
He's just...
16-9 plays 3-7 on the Woolworths Sport Lincoln scoreboard, and Elliston will win the 1995 Midwest Grand Final, no doubt about it.
Yes,
Yeah, you did right there.
that's a brave statement there, mate. Don't take any chances, will you, Tony?
I did tip them this morning, I'll have you know. So,
Yes, the ball bounce in the centre now. Tomley takes up the... Ricky Paul gets it knocked away. Burgoyne takes the ball, doesn't know where to go. Gets it out here to, I forget, that's Mail, young Mail. Gets a handball on again to Baldock. Baldock follows up, looking for the pass again for Kelch. And Kelch has taken the mark. One of his few for the day. He was in front there. Smart was caught in two minds, didn't know whether to go forward or back. Kelch now 25, 30 yards out. And has put it through. Just made the distance. And that's a goal, Kelch's second goal for the day. But again, they needed a lot more from him today. The scoreboard now reads Wirrulla 4-7, trailing Elliston 16-9 on the Port Lincoln Woolworths scoreboard. The ball back in the centre now. The umpire takes the ball, and it looks like Tomley again. No, Kelch is back in again. Kelch against Baldock to take the centre bounce. Umpire
Phelps,
comes in now. Sorry?
Phelps, you mean?
Phelps, did I say? Sorry. What did I say?
Kelch.
Kelch, oh, Phelps, yeah, sorry. Phelps win the tap. Follows his own ball up. McFarlane, oh.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Well, if Tony said it was there, it must have been there. So, young Johnson takes the ball out to Mail. Mail plays on, running down the wing, looking at centre half forward. And the Elliston player calls him out. Kenny gets the handball out. Oh, stacks on the mill there. Comes out, oh, in she goes. She's on again. Kelch is put, and they've decided there's a few have a new how do you do's here.
Yeah, Ken Pryor went in there fairly quick, didn't he?
He certainly did. The ball's bounced. Phelps thumps it towards the boundary line. Ettridge leading in the race for the ball. Picks it. Oh no, he doesn't pick it up. I thought he eventually gains the ball, looks and finds Curtis Tuna 50 yards out from goal. Tuna looking forward now. Joe Smith calling the ball up long. And that's a lovely kick. Very long kick at the back there. Joe Smith, great mark. Great mark, judged it better than anybody else, and did it very well. Nick Thompson not letting Joe Smith come around there, making sure he doesn't crib. He's only a metre out here, Joe Smith, and should put Wirrulla's 5th on the board. Comes in now, left foot check side, and 1 goal. Nice goal there to Smith, a good mark. They moved the ball a bit better there, Wirrulla. Look for the players, and they're certainly showing a little bit of fight this quarter. And the coach has obviously been pleased they're just not giving the game away at all, Rupert.
Yeah, that's dead right. It's good to see. I know it's hard coming from behind, but it's, you show a bit of pride in your club, but that's what you got to do in this situation.
Yes,
5-7-37, play 16-9, 105 on the Woolworths Port Lincoln scoreboard. Of course, the broadcast brought to you by Woolworths Port Lincoln, and thanks also to our other sponsors, Gary Owen, Flowers and Fine Food, the Wudinna News Agency and Hardware, Pringles Garage Wudinna and WCT Wudinna, who are providing awards for Mark of the Day, Goal of the Day, Player of the Day and Team Man of the Day. There's the bounce, ball down to ground. Baldock does his own roving, feeds it out to Tuna. Tuna on again to Burgoyne. Burgoyne stops, props. Little kick looking for Ettridge. He scored from behind. Ball comes down to Humby. Gets it around his body quickly. Done it. Can't pick it up. McFarlane's a go. A battle of pace here. McFarlane forces his body to the front of the pack. Keeps the ball in front of him and gets one in the back, I thought.
or too high, whichever you like.
Well, none forthcoming. Darryl Dunnett says good afternoon to Kim Newton out there. You'd think they would have done that already. They've been out in the ground for long enough. There's the bounce. Comes down to McFarlane again. She's been impressive. Kicks up towards the forward zone. Stewart, and leading in the race for it on this occasion is Trevor March, tracking it close to the boundary line and forcing it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Well, Darryl Dunnett and Kim Newton seem to have finished their good afternoons to one another, which is good news. Forcing his way through the pack, the young Kim Johnson kicks long. Newton shepherds on that occasion for Kane Williams. He's in front, gets a handball out to no one in particular. Darryl Dunnett takes the legs out from Humby, was good footy. Oh, great tackle and great batch. Will go for incorrect disposal. Very, very good tackle from Kane Williams. Thought about the handball onto McFarlane, does so. He takes it one-handed, is well shepherded by Phelps. Goes up towards the forward zone. Newton in front takes the mark.
Well, that's very undisciplined, isn't it?
Well, no need for that. The guy taking the mark, I think the umpire should have probably given him 50 metres there. There's no need to attack the player after he marked.
There's the short pass on with it.
Bobby Thompson.
He is one of the most unselfish full forwards I've seen for a long, long time playing country football, John Newton.
Yes, he does it well, doesn't he?
You know, most full forwards, particularly in country footy, would have set themselves over the football and had a shot at goal in, but this guy is a very impressive full forward.
I think young Jenner from Cleves in a very similar mould.
Yep, true. Well, and Bobby Thompson comes in now. He's shooting for his second goal. Here he comes, right foot drop punt.
No problem.
17-9, 111, Elliston lead Wirrulla, 5-7-37 on the Woolworths Port Lincoln scoreboard. That is Bobby Thompson's second goal, and this has been, dare I say it, using a French terminology at the moment, but this has been a tour de force today from the Elliston boys.
Get out of the truck, quick. We might get a bomb in here.
They have been special, haven't they, Rupert?
Oh, they've really been special. They stand up top of a real big year without losing the game all year. That doesn't happen very often.
The supporters are very happy. Wirrulla have outscored them in this final quarter, 3-2, but it's not over yet. There's the bounce. Baldock and Phelps, neither can really win it. Humby comes out, handballs it off now to Kim Newton. Whistle on play. Humby dealt with unfairly after he'd disposed of the football. He'll take the free kick. Lead coming from Bobby Thompson. That's the direction he goes. Thompson sets himself. Goes up one-handed. Can't take the mark. Kicked off the ground there by Agars, it might have been. Close to the boundary line. Oh, he's worked hard, Phelps, hasn't he? He's been fantastic.
Got to be best man on the ground by a long shot.
You got no arguing from me, fellas.
Yeah, WCT Wudinna Award. Well, it could be heading Tom Phelps' way. Here's the boundary throw-in. Does the ruck work. Slaps it over the back. Johnson goes to kick off the ground. Misses the football. Kim Newton picks it up. Little kick in towards the space. Running hard at it here is... Newton. It's fallen into John Newton's arms. He's kicked another one.
Oh, he's good in there in front of goal.
Oh, well, it just bounced off a couple of players. It was just one of those unfortunate bounces off a few players, and it fell in his hands. And there we go. His one-man fan club in front of us here. Do you know who his fan club is there, Rupert?
No, I don't really know, but all it said was beauty Newt.
Probably Lenny, it's probably his old man.
Well, it could be too.
I'm not sure whether it is Lenny or not, I can't see from here, but yeah, they're, while the cheer squad got the song going again, the umpire preparing to bounce the ball in the centre, and here we go, the umpire bounces the ball. Tomney now to take up the ruck, bounce favours Baldock, he handballs out. Oh! There we go again.
It was a real coat hanger on young Johnson. Johnson doesn't care, he's up and played on.
Yeah.
Goes off to March.
March gets the ball. He's clear. Looks for the short one. Puts it out in front of Joe Smith. Seems to be a bit proppy there. He picks it up on his left foot. Oh, goes the big talk. One step. Looking for Kelch in the square. Oh, he's well spoiled by Smart. And Smart knocks it through for a point.
Gee, Butch Smart's played well down there, hasn't he?
He has played a terrific game at fullback.
Yes, he's done very well.
What about young Johnson then? He got coat hanger, just got up and played on.
Yeah, well, that's the way to do it too.
Good attitude.
Yeah, Smart brings the ball in, looks for Pryor and finds him. Pryor handballs on to, I'm not sure who that is from here, but the Elliston player kicks it out, looking out here for Steve Agars. Agars drops it, but Humby runs onto it. He's hotly pressed by Newton, gets the ball, dodges, turns, gives it back to Humby. Playing with him now, Humby kicks up high, but straight into the arms of Steve Baldock. Baldock now settles down a bit, looking for his options. Goes straight down the centre of the ground, looking for Dunnett. But Phelps gets in front, plays his own ball back, gets it back again, well played, drops it, gets back on it again, dishes out the handball again, onto McFarlane. He uses his pace, runs away, onto the left foot, looking up for the oh, and it's 1 point only. Newton tried to keep it in, but it's 1 point to the Elliston side. They lead 18 goals 10 to 5 goals 8 on the Woolies scoreboard.
Oh, yeah, McFarlane's got a lot of pace, hasn't he?
Oh, he's quick.
Pretty few skills.
Kelch brings the ball into the Baldock and finds him. Baldock now in the left forward pocket for Wirrulla. He goes short again to Peter Gum. Gum looks short again. Johnson doesn't want it. He gets back in there. Handballs out. Burgoyne fumbles. Picked up beautifully by Humby off the mistake. He goes directly looking for Newton there. And and Newton's taken another one.
The fan club will be out again in a second.
Great mark, Newton.
And Rupert's already writing.
And he goes for the short pass again. Oh, well done. That's terrific football from Newton. And he's found Bobby Thompson about 15 yards out. And I can't believe this from a full forward from that distance. Just excellent team play. It's really good to see.
And I'll tell you what, he'd be going fairly close to the team man of the match.
Well,
I just written down next to him team man with big asterisks because he's been fantastic.
Bobby Thompson now lines up. And he's put another one through. And it's Elliston going from strength to strength here. They go for 19 goals 10, with Wirrulla trailing 5 goals 8 on the Woolies scoreboard. And this game, they're just playing a bit of champagne football here now. They're using the ball well, looking for players all over the ground and just bringing everybody into the game. Oh, that song again. The umpire now, we've just had a rendition again. The umpire to bounce the ball again. Tomney to go with Baldock in the ruck. Good bounce this time from the umpire. Baldock hits it forward, goes straight to Nicky Paul. Nicky Paul gets on his boot quickly, and I guess wonder who's going to mark this. Yes, it is. It's that man, Tom Phelps again, having a rest on the half-forward flank. Kicks the left footer out beautifully out there. Oh, Hazelgrove drops a mark, but he recovers quick enough. Handballs to Humby. Humby chasing, no, who is it? Kelly, sorry. Kelly, but Dunnett comes out with the ball out of the pack. Has one bounce, looks for the short pass here for Agars. He picks it up nicely, dodges, turn, weave, dummies again, goes onto the left foot. There's a fight on again here.
Got an eye on it.
And the ball's into the centre half forward. Oh, Tomley picks it up beautifully. The ball comes out, looking for... the ball comes out, the crowd getting into it here. Curtis Cherner drops the mark. Doesn't look that interested. Good bump there by Mark.
Downfield.
Oh, that's McFarlane taking a very hard one.
That's very undisciplined football, that is.
Yeah, the game goes on now. No.
He's in a bit of trouble too, McFarlane. That was
He's up.
very unnecessary.
Yeah, just not on that sort of stuff. I mean, the game's over. Wirrulla aren't doing themselves any favour by this sort of stuff here. The game is well and truly lost, and I mean, there's just no need to put the spite into the game at this stage of the game. Now, who's got the free kick here for Elliston?
Mark Kinney.
Mark Kinney looks for the short one, and Tom Phelps again. He must be getting tired, knocked up, getting kicks. Says run and run. Swings onto the left foot, looking up there for Newton. Newton's got the sit here. Oh, and he's done it again.
That's the mark of the day.
Gotta be the mark of the day.
Up he went, had the sit and the grab.
Oh, he is something very special, this bloke.
And if he short passes this and gets a team man award, well, he'll be a very busy man. But,
I think he might go for home this time.
yeah, and 40 yard, oh no, probably 35 out. Lining up now. And he has put it through for his 7th, I think, is it?
Yep. 7 goals to John Newton, and he has just been something exceptional up at full forward. His unselfishness, he's kicked 7 himself. He's probably given 4 or 5 away.
At least 4.
And he has just been something.
But again, that man Phelps set it up for him beautifully. He knew exactly where he was going to be, and it was terrific work. McFarlane took the knock out here on the half-forward flank and was prepared to take the knock for his team.
All right, the ball back in the centre, all ready to restart proceedings. 2010, 130, plays 5-8-38, Woolworths Port Lincoln scoreboard. Tommy gets the knockdown. Wirrulla try and force it out of that centre area. Whistle and play, free kick for being grabbed without the football will go to Craig Johnson. Johnson backward of centre for Wirrulla. High kick out towards this wing position. Agar's in front. Sport from behind was good from Nick Thompson there. Ball on the ground. Darryl Dunnett, the only one who really went hard at the football. Curtis Tuna now. He can't pick it up. Comes back to Newton. Newton gets it further afield. Dunnett's lost the helmet. He's just chucked it away, but Phelps again has been absolutely magnificent. He feeds it out wider here. This is Craig Stewart. Tries to burst the tackle. Great tackle, and will go for incorrect disposal. That was very, very good play there. March has tried very hard. March now hugs the boundary line with the kick. Baldock in front, can't complete the mark. Grabs it now. Handballs to no one in particular. Agar's close to the boundary line, and he's content to see it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. A few grins starting to get on the faces of the Elliston boys out there. They think they've, well, they know they've got this 1995 premiership. Quick little kick forward by Kane Williams up to half forward. Olsen drops what he should have hung on to. Bobby Thompson slaps it between Olsen's legs. Comes back to Burgoyne. He can't pick it up. Bursting his way through to Pat Humby. Onto the right foot, a little chip pass looking for Newton. Was caught out of position. Ball to the foot of the pack. Here's a go for Burgoyne. He picks it up. Could scoot off. Tried the handball inboard. Now looking for Shane Kelch. He can't get it. Oh, Kelly burst through the pack into the open goal. Kelly, that's a beauty.
Oh, that was a very good goal, wasn't it?
That's his first, Nigel Kelly, and that was an exceptional goal indeed.
Great work. Just saw that they were mucking around there in the pack. He decided to take it in his hands, run 10 yards, just broke the pack apart. Brilliant football. And again, I've got to give a little bit of here to Sean Humby. Battled his guts out here to get the ball forward for Elliston, kept working and working. I mean, he can't hardly lift his legs, and he's still running as hard as he possibly can at the ball. Fantastic effort for both players.
Yeah, I think he'll be a very pleased man tonight. They're going to win this game.
Their 11th individual goal scorer becomes Nigel Kelly. There's the bounce again. Tommy gets it down to ground, and off they go again through centre, up towards half forward. This will bounce, and it did indeed into Humby's arms. He read that brilliantly. Can he finally kick a goal, Sean Humby? No, he can't, but Johnny Newton can't take the mark either. And actually, I tell a lie, Sean Humby got one in the second, so my apologies to you, Sean.
He ran into the open goal.
Another behind on the board. 21-11, plays 5-8, Woolworths Port Lincoln scoreboard.
And it's Peter Gunn now takes the mark, brings it out to the centre wing, looking for Dunnett. Dunnett takes the mark. Goes back now, looking for his options. Not much happening for him. He decides to play on, has a bounce. Still goes short. Tomney can't quite hold it. Joe Smith tapping the ball forward. The Elliston player, Agar's right on his hammer. And the Elliston player comes through. Tomney drops the ball. Comes to Baldock. Baldock gives it to, I'm not sure, Joe Smith. Joe Smith on the left foot. Looking up forward for Kelch. Over the back. Oh, well done, Smart. He has played a fantastic game in that fullback area. Looks now for Kenny and finds him. He kicks it up, looking for McFarlane. Oh, Burgoyne up high, couldn't hold it. Phelps read it beautifully. Gets the ball on. Nicky Paul, bad bounce there for him. Dunnett taps it down. Paul chases up again. Follows it up. That was Bobby Thompson. He gets it on. But Kelch is going to mop up for Wirrulla here. Picks up the ball nicely. Look for the boundary line. And I'm sure he's going to find it with that kick out there on the far side. And it'll be a throw in there on the Elliston half-forward line. With the scoreboard reading on the Woolworths scoreboard, Elliston 21-11 lead, Wirrulla 5-8. The ball's thrown in. The rucks go out. It comes down to ground. The Elliston player works his way in front, but it comes to Kimmy Newton. Oh, nearly another one there by Humby. Picks up the crumbs, gets it into the square, and no, good score by Dunnett on Thompson. The ball comes out loose. Picked up by the Wirrulla player here. Looks forward. He's tackled. Gets his kick in time. And the Wirrulla player's called out. Handball over to Burgoyne. Burgoyne on the left foot, looking up at centre half forward. Jace. Oh, great mark! Great mark there.
That was a good mark.
Yeah, to one-hander. And it was a terrific mark.
Well, you're going to get busy writing them down for the mark of the match, thanks to Gary Owen, Flowers and Fine Food, and also the goal of the match, thanks to the Wudinna News Agency in Harvey.
Joe Smith lines up and puts it straight through the middle. And that was a very nice, good mark and a good finish off. It's good to take a great mark, but you've got to finish it off with the goal.
Actually, you've got to wonder, Joe Smith's been pretty good up in the forward line since he went up there in this last quarter. He's kicked 2. You've got to wonder why he wasn't perhaps placed there a bit earlier in the game, River.
Well, that's right. He usually plays on the back lines, but he's fairly effective up there too, isn't he? They should have had him there earlier. They should have made changes.
But again, he went off injured. I think he's only come back because of some of the Barrett went off.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably he may be carrying a bit of an injury as well. The ball back in the centre now, well into this last quarter. No, it's not that well. The clock's not running here.
The Elliston boys are happy. Grant Rumbelow, the president down there, shaking hands, and they will be partying in Elliston tonight. There's the bounce. Phelps back into the ruck, gets it down straight away, up towards the half-forward line. No one can take the mark. Comes to the back of the pack. Wirrulla player dragged off the kick, but it's going to be effective. Oh, dropping what he should have taken. Is March. He's in trouble. Gets a little donkey kick out off. Phelps again is knocked up getting possessions. He's having a few bounces now. There's the kick into the forward zone, setting it up, looking for a big mark. Newton in front.
That's 50. Umpire's not going to play it.
No, wasn't much in it. He did knock the ball out of his hands, but
deliberately. Should have been 50 metres.
He could have argued that it was in the motion of him coming down from the leap. So that's how the umpire would have seen it.
Amazing what Phelps has done today, isn't it?
No, it's been incredible. He's just run and worked.
Well, lining up for his 8th goal now, Johnny Newton. In he comes.
Oh no!
Hit the post.
Fair square in the middle of the post.
That's what you call dead centre, isn't it?
Yep. Just about bounced back to him. It hit the post, so square on. That is 21-12. Plays 6-8.
Oh, Tomney went at Kelch went for the short pass, and Tomney came over the top and took up beauty.
Missed that as I was looking at the scoreboard.
Swings onto his left foot, kicks it in and looks for and finds Sean Humby. This lad's game has been fantastic. So the lad that's been in hospital, crook with tonsillitis, they may think he may even have glandular fever. So it's been a fantastic effort from him. Lines up now. Oh, certainly kicking for goal is not his prowess. He's kicked the point for that 20 out. Kelch now to bring the ball back in. The player out here, Trevor March, looks like he's got a bit of cramp. Kelch brings the ball in and Steve Bullock takes the mark. Looking out here on the wing now for the other Bulldog, Michael Bullock. Up they go, Kelch. Bulldog and Phelps. Oh!
Kim Newton went through Hazelgrove went through at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and they're going on with it, the two Dunnett and Hazelgrove. I'll keep an eye on that, you keep an eye on the footy.
Right, Kim Newton now has the ball, looks for the short pass and finds Nicky Paul. Nicky Paul now goes forward, looking for Sean Humby again. Oh, he's taken out the play. Kelch picks up the ball. Wirrulla player now kicks looking forward for Tuna. Bulldog takes it at the back of the pack, on to Greg Burgoyne, then on to Curtis Tuna. Tuna backs himself and is gone and brilliantly caught and holding the ball.
That was a great tackle from Andrew Kenny.
Yes, it was terrific. Don't be
they've got the game on, and that sort of desperation is just something that's just magnificent.
Yeah, it was showing. Short pass now finds Nicky Paul. Paul looking forward now. He goes short again. Awkward looking kick. Kane Williams takes the ball very easily off the pack. Looking now for and finding Tomney can't make it. And the ball runs out of bounds. No, keeps it in. Kelch picks up the ball. Handballs out. Nigel Kelly first to the ball. No, and he's lost the ball, and it goes out of bounds now. The ball gets thrown in. It's the crowd getting into the action now in front of us here. Ball's around. Paul can't take. Socket off the ground by the Wirrulla player there. Well, Phelps actually missed one there. It was well taken by Kelch. Keeps keep running, kept trying. No, it's not Kelch, it's Mail.
Great patch.
Great batch, sorry. I'll get it right eventually. Etheridge picks up the ball out on the wing there. Little left footer in. Great batch at it again. Well, hip and shoulder off the ball. Oh, Baldock couldn't get his foot to the ball. Mail, great batch picks it up again. Now that was Tuna. Tuna kicks it forward and Agars takes it. Oh, somehow he got it across to Baldock there. Baldock has two bounces. Running in, handballs across. Greg Burgoyne lines up from 10 metres out and kicks a goal for the Wirrulla side.
Well, that is their fifth goal this quarter. It's been by far their most productive quarter of football, but too little too late, Rupert.
Yeah, they left their run too late. Players like them should have been in the game earlier and they weren't.
Well, 6 goals to 5 in this final quarter. 21-13 plays 7-8 on the Woolworths Sport Lincoln scoreboard, and it has been a superb performance from the Elliston Football Club. And you can see they're in the stands at the moment. They just can't wait for the siren to go.
You can feel them creeping forward. They just want to get this going and they get on and congratulate their players. I mean, the first ever premiership for the Elliston Footy Club. What a night it's going to be there tonight.
All right, here's the ball in the centre, all ready to bounce it again. Tomney in ruck opposed to Baldock. There's the bounce. Baldock wins it down, rushing the footy in. That was good play from Kane Williams. Burst his way through. Great smother there from the young boy Johnson. Falls down now to Burgoyne. Burgoyne wheels around onto the left. I think Johnson's in a bit of trouble. The kick up to forward line and Etheridge takes the mark. Are you okay, young Johnson?
Yeah, he's up.
Etheridge now, quick little chip in towards Curtis Tuna. It's taken out of his hands by Craig Johnson. Kick around the body up towards Big Kelch up there. Can't complete the mark. Rolls off hands and out of bounds for another boundary throw in. Very, very close to siren time.
There it is.
Elliston have won their first ever premiership. History has been made at Wudinna, the 1995 Midwest Grand Final. They've already had the sign written up. Elliston, 1995 premiers.
Yeah, Mrs. Bascom out there hanging on to the corner of the big grandma of Elliston.
And they are absolutely stoked. The Elliston fans onto the ground.
Yes, it's a fantastic feeling, especially here, the first one for the club ever. I mean, the guys out there today, they deserve all the accolades because they were fantastic, weren't they? The Elliston boys, they just played complete footy. Wirrulla, unfortunately, just couldn't match them in any department all day.
Well, the Elliston celebrations will continue. We'll take a break and give us an opportunity to collect our thoughts. We'll be back with an after-match summary and all of the awards in just a few moments' time here at Wudinna.
Good.
Newton team there?
Yep.
Agreed?
I finally finished, Tony.
How are you, Mark?
Worn out.
Are you? We've got a few of the scores. We've got, what have we got? Junior A.
Yep.
Right.
We've got Junior A
C grade.
and A grade, I reckon.
What about the D
I'll
grade?
start off as I ran through, Tony. You got Junior B.
Yeah.
Western Districts won that 45 to Wirrulla 44.
Yep.
Junior C was a walkover, 55 to Wudinna United, 13 to Central Air.
45-13, was it?
Yep. 55-13.
55.
Oh yeah, 55.
Yeah. Junior A was a great match.
Yeah,
Wudinna
38-34.
United won 38 to Western Districts 34.
Yep.
D
You
grade.
got C grade, haven't you?
C grade, yeah, Wirrulla 45, Central Air 42.
D grade we haven't got, Mark.
D,
Yeah.
right. Rovers 41. Wudinna United 35.
Yep.
You got A and B?
Yep.
Haven't got B.
No, no, B.
B grade. Central Air 56. Streaky Bay 29.
Oh, very
I
good.
was going to bring Fiona over to give you a mouthful of chick, but I think she's
Having a couple.
the coach of A grade, so I don't blame her.
No.
That's right. She'll be like her mother used to do years ago, I suppose, Mark.
Hey.
What do you mean years ago?
What's wrong with now?
That's
You can't bloody... You can't endure life, you might as well drop them in. Right?
Exactly.
See you, Mark.
Yes, Tony. This is the Fiona I've been raving on about.
How you going?
Sit up!
Hey, it's bloody Rupert! What are you doing there, Rupert?
I'll be doing what you're doing in a minute.
I waving. He's dobbing on me, that's what he...
All right, top wood, didn't you? Now, goal of the...
Goal of the day.
Oh, I reckon Craig McFarlane's goal down in this pocket here when he kicked that left footer. It was a brilliant one.
Who was
Johnny
the first
Newton's up there.
The first
Hurrell.
Yeah,
Hurrell. That was a good one
yeah,
too.
I thought that was my vote. Just, you know,
yeah, I'll
he was
go.
a lot tighter. I thought that
Yeah.
was a brilliant. You know,
Hurrell.
the way McFarlane ran onto that ball and everything and did it was great.
Yeah.
So either one of those two, I thought.
Yep.
Hurrell the goal. The goal. The mark has to go to Newton, doesn't it? Superb play by McFarlane. If he kicks that, it's the goal of the day. He has.
He's done it.
We'll give him the team man as well. Give him 2 awards.
Well, that's what I was thinking. If you give him the give it some team man to.
Actually,
you know,
Craig McFarlane was a good team man
There you
too.
And
Wasn't he?
McFarlane, I thought Kimmy Newton's game
Yeah.
was a team man. I
Yep.
thought. I mean, he was at the bottom of the packs all
Phelps
day.
BRG, but I'm
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But Kimmy Newton, I
What
would have
about
given
Tom Kelly?
or Smart. I mean, Smart was
Oh,
great. as
Smart,
well.
actually, yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah,
did
he
a
played
fantastic
well.
job
Yeah,
back there.
Actually, I'll go for Butch Smart.
Right, best
Yeah,
team
right.
man.
Smart team man, Hurrell goal, Newton mark, and Phelps BRG. All right, we're set. Okay.
What was the final in Lincoln?
dunno.
Last we got was 14, Mallee Park 14,
Hang
7. We can't quite hear it through here, it's pretty hard.
We're getting it now.
Mallee Park won it.
They did,
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You haven't had any Adelaide?
No, I haven't actually. I haven't got a clue. Who won the
Yeah, Port were about 14 points up last I heard.
Who won the early one, you know?
24-8 to 10-8.
Here we go. Welcome back. 1995 Midwest Premiers Elliston. Congratulations to them. A superb performance. The final score, Elliston running out winners 21-13, 139, defeating Wirrulla 7-8-50. Goal scorers for Elliston, 7 goals to John Newton, 3 to Bobby Thompson, 2 apiece to Rodney Hutchinson and Tom Phelps, and singles to Sean Harvey, Nick Paul, Darren Hazelgrove, Nick Hurrell, Craig McFarlane, Nigel Kelly and Jamie Tomney. For Wirrulla, 2 goals apiece to Joe Smith and Glenn Kelch, and singles to Curtis Tuna, Michael Baldock and Greg Burgoyne. Better players for Elliston. They were absolutely fantastic.
Well, yeah, you're right. They were fantastic. And I think we all agreed that we gave number 1 to Tom Phelps.
Oh yeah, a great performance, wasn't it?
Oh, he was really tremendous. He was their best player by a long shot.
Yeah, it was a fantastic effort. And Sean Humby, you know, fantastic game. Just kept running the game out, kept battling all day, and his was a fantastic effort as well. We had Andrew Kenny at centre half back. How good was he today? I mean, he just shut them down across that.
Oh, I mean, you could just about go through the lot of them. I mean, Stewart, Smart at full back was
Yep.
terrific. Even the guys that came off the bench, Thompson and Hurrell when he came on was
Kim Newton,
Young Nigel
great,
Kelly.
Oh, well, you had to mention Kelly. He played a great game, didn't he? It was terrific.
It really is hard to individualise because they were just so good as a unit. Their performance was just magnificent. We have, of course, the awards, some great awards. We mentioned Tom Phelps, easily the WCT Wudinna Player of the Match, $25 voucher.
A lot of players have ability and are good players, but he showed everything today that he is a great footballer, and he just went out there and said, I'm going to take this game by the scruff of the neck, and he just did that. I mean, he was just dominant all over the ground.
All right, the team out of the match, thanks to Pringles Garage Wudinna, $25 voucher from Pringles Garage, and Sean Humby was great, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, again, we've
definitely great.
We've talked about him again. We had a bit of a toss-up. There's a lot of players you could have given it to Elliston for, but I think just so it's nice to get back up into the good country up here.
All right, mate. Well, that wraps us up here. Again, congratulations to Elliston, the 1995 Midwest Premiers. That wraps us up. Thanks for your company. We'll catch you again next Saturday when we bring you the two grand finals, the Eastern Air and also the Port Lincoln Grand Final.
Yeah.
Very good. That's it. Great.
I'm going to get over there in time. I reckon I might.
Where you going?
I've got to get rid of these awards.
Oh, right, go, mate.
Oh, you
Don't
have
jump.
plenty of time. We'll have plenty of time, mate. They got bloody mail medal and everything on there. Geez, buddy. Tom Phelps is phenomenal, wasn't he? Oh, Jesus. Right, okay. Well, I'll come back and get them. Mallee Park. 24-8 to 10-8. 14 goals. Oh, hell, I'm bloody glad I'm getting out of here.
Everybody here, that we were the best side all year. I'd just like to congratulate this fella here on my right. He's done a hell of a job. All the off-field support staff and all the players, well done. We deserve it, okay? I reckon there's let's take it easy. Let's get back to Elliston. Let's turn it on.
Yes, come with me if you want to go. How much is that? No, they can wait for free.
I want to go to this. But, I'll